Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
The price is always right at Doug Henry of Greenville. Doug Henry of Greenville is under new management with over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Come on down and purchase the vehicle of your dreams today at Doug Henry of Greenville. Right on the corner, right on the price. Doug Henry of Greenville. Go Pirates!
I'm Caleb Stroud, the founder of Stroud's Marine. I grew up on the water and I've loved boating my entire life. In 2012, I decided to give back to the marine community by creating a way for boaters to order pre-owned salvage marine parts online. Stroud's Marine was born to offer incredible prices and unparalleled customer service. We stand behind every part we sell, and our mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Visit StroudsMarine.com today for more information. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvage outboard parts.
Opportunities await for all students in Pitt County Schools. We open doors by finding pathways to provide the best possible chance of success for each to reach their career aspirations of choice. As we head through the 2024-25 school year, we will continue to guide our students for the different journeys of life preparedness. We are committed to enhancing academic achievement and developing personal growth through work-based learning of our many career and technical education programs, college readiness, and saluting those who will be serving our country in the armed forces. Engaging, empowering, and elevating students to be successful citizens, workers, and leaders in a global economy remains our mission. Please visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org to learn how we grow minds and invest in our future through 38 schools and 1 community. Education, the key that unlocks doors of opportunity.
Pirate Towing is now the exclusive towing partner for East Carolina Athletics. Pirate Towing has over 20 years of experience, open 24/7, and they can always assist you. Don't be stranded and wait for hours. Pirate Towing offers all roadside assistance to come give you a tow or jump start on game day or any day. Save Pirate Towing in your phone today and let the stress of car trouble go down. Pirate Towing, 955-4670. That's 955-4670, and also on Facebook. Pirate Towing, the preferred towing partner with ECU and Pirate Nation.
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Pirate football is back, and the only way to dress for game day is to visit UBE or pirateware.com. UBE has all your game day apparel, such as polos, tees, hats, and jerseys. UBE also has all the merchandise to keep your tailgate undefeated. Pirate flags, decals, face tattoos, and more. And for your little pirates, visit our Crow's Nest with Pirate Nation's largest selection of youth apparel. UBE has special hours on Sunday after home games, open from noon till 5. And you can visit pirateware.com anytime. UBE, where every day is game day.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Well, I just think we were prepared. You know, one thing my trainer, he told me, he said, what did he say? He just told us to be prepared.
It was just such a fresh of breath air.
Well said, John.
Don't give me that homer. You know, no.
Hey!
If I keep him any longer, I might get the gangrene.
My God!
Sports are great.
Man, do I love sports.
Man, do I love sports.
In my neighborhood, clip means something else.
It was a two-question question.
I am football man!
No, it sounds like you're questioning me, and I'm telling you right now, it's the best pizza I've ever had.
I guess I'm going to go home and blow some smoke. I'm going to go log online and talk a bunch of crap.
You know what? We're good.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Tuesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, PR927FM.com. And we are on Pirate Radio TV on YouTube. Man, a lot of good stuff up there. Let's check it real quick. Let's see what all's up there. We got the latest edition of the Whole Naylor Show. He and Kay Norman talked to Chase Sowell and Winston Wright. You can watch that right now on Pirate Radio TV. You've got my one-on-one chat with Gary Higgins from Monday. You've got Annabelle Abbott and Gary Higgins from the ECU selection, NCAA selection show, where we found out the Pirates will be taking on South CAC coming up. Did we confirm this Friday at 6? Has that been confirmed? All right, I'll confirm it in a moment. We've got ECU offensive coordinator John David Baker, his game week press conference, Blake Harrell. We've got the Brian Bailey show from Monday. So much for you to consume on Pirate Radio TV. Make sure you're subscribed and give a like on every video. That's what it's all about, folks. Giving likes. We're also on Facebook Live. And we've got guests to get to coming up live on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line in about 20 minutes or so. We'll talk to Mac McCarthy. I miss old Jolly Mac coming in and saying, Clipster, Miss Shirley, the Chan Man. Single tear falls down my cheek as I think about Coach Mack. But we will talk to him on the phone. We'll talk hoops. We'll talk football, NASCAR, and everything in between with Mac McCarthy. Hour 2, the Mully Man will join us. Mike Mullis. We'll talk to him. Also, hour 2, Seymour. It is basketball night in Greenville, so we'll talk ECU and Mount Olive. And hour 3, we've got Bryce Williams joining us in the Pirate Radio studios. Shirley Rhodes is here. Zach Lewis has just walked in. And speaking of just walking in, he's doing a bit. What's he doing?
I'm sorry, man. Sorry I'm late. My God. Just
what's going on?
I just set up everything by myself, man. Ready to go. Let's go. Let's have a show.
Do you need to take a break?
No, I'm fine. Whew.
Are you sweaty?
Okay.
This is great for the radio audience.
Oh, man. All right.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Chandler Honeycutt. Wait, left side.
Strong side.
What have you been putting in the work?
Hey, camera look okay?
Looks fine from this angle.
We're on the air, right?
We're on the air.
We're live on Facebook and YouTube?
Yeah.
All right, let's have a show.
All right, let's do it. There, Chandler Honeycutt
check.
is here. Hello, Sean, and hello, Zach.
What's up, Clipper? You ready You ready for some ECU basketball tonight?
Nah.
Looking to go 3-0?
Yeah, I'm cool with that. But I will not be in Minji's Coliseum. Zach, will you and the Maniacs be there?
Absolutely.
Good to hear. I appreciate that.
Here's a question for Zach. Are you going to be in Columbia, South Carolina this Friday?
Still up in the air on that. I don't know if I'm going to be there, but Scallywags will be there. I just don't know if I will.
Okay.
That is fantastic. Coach Gary Higgins mentioned the Scallywags yesterday when I talked to him.
He did.
And he thanked.
How do you say it?
Scallywag. I'm not the impressions guy. You are.
Scallywags. I don't know if that's how he says it, but.
Close enough. Delaney's here. Hey, Delaney.
Hey, Delaney. Have you feeling better?
You wearing glasses? You look smart.
I'm feeling a little better.
She's been sick.
I'm sorry to hear that. Well, thank you for all you do. Let's check in with the chat gang real quick. PJ says, Heidi ho. Steve says, hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Jamie says, hey, now.
Hey, now.
Jerry says, hello. Treat yourself a round of sausage. Legendary moment from Wheel of Fortune.
Have you not seen that?
I don't know.
Oh, you've got to see it.
I don't know. It doesn't ring any bells.
I will show you.
PJ says, man, do I love sports.
Sports are great.
Man, do I love sports.
Man, do I love sports.
Man, do I love sports. All right, play it, Chandler.
All right,
what do we got from Wheel of Fortune? Pat Sajak, Vanna White, and the like.
Yourself. I like to buy you. Well, you're going to get 3 U's. I like to solve the puzzle. Okay, well, let's hear it. Treat yourself a round of sausage. That's not it. Number 2.
Who is that guy?
Okay.
Who's
Ron Seacrest?
Does he host it now?
Yeah.
Sausage.
Get out of here, man.
Treat yourself to a round of sausage.
Did Sajak hang it up? No more Sajak?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where have you been?
Not watching Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, my goodness.
Treat yourself a round of sausage. I like that. All right. We got Chad in the house. Bang, bang, Chad gang. Steve says, Clip is unserious about ECU basketball. This particular game tonight, I am certainly unserious about.
We're going to score school-high points tonight.
Which would be what?
I don't know.
We
Honestly.
do need to get Zach's power rankings at some point in the show.
I'm here.
I think East Carolina's a little bit unserious for scheduling this game.
We're not the only ones scheduling D2 schools.
I know. But like 2 in 1 week?
I still don't think we're the only one. We're the only probably one in our conference. I will say that.
Okay.
Us and maybe like Tulsa.
Zach, you did say you want to, when you're here, call out the, I guess, most random school playing college basketball.
Yeah, the funny schools.
Mount Olive is kind of up there because I've been there, and where's the Mount?
No Mount.
Yeah, it's very
And it's a pickle.
plain.
It's a pickle brand too. That makes it a lot funnier.
True. Let's see. Mary Baldwin plays James Madison.
That's a Virginia school.
Mary Baldwin. Let's see. Other names tonight. Actually, it is, what is it called? The Champions Classic. Michigan State plays. What's wrong with you?
Le Tourneau.
Michigan State plays, who's that?
Kansas.
And then it's Kentucky Duke.
Yeah.
Coming up tonight. Wait, are you going to leave the ECU game early to go watch Duke?
No. I don't think Duke will even start before we're done.
Campbellsville plays Western Kentucky.
There you go.
They need to play Campbell. Winner keeps the name. Colorado Christian, Bethesda, Menlo.
University of Texas Permian Basin.
Ooh, I kind of like that. Occidental.
I've seen them before.
Queens University. Played them in baseball.
Great game. Remember that big hefty pitcher?
Hefty
They're
guy.
like 200 pitches.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go Occidental.
Occidental. That's a good pick.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick Mary Baldwin because they're the Squirrels.
Wow. The Squirrels. Mary Baldwin Squirrels. How would you feel with Mary Baldwin across the chest? Who's the
I would
women's
have
school,
pride.
Zach?
Mississippi University of Women's Owls.
Mississippi University for Women Men's Basketball. What a weird thing to type. Men's Basketball, Mississippi University for Women. Let's check their
They play
record.
quite a few D1 schools. They get a hard schedule.
Honky check.
Honky check. Honky check.
They are 0-0. They've lost 2 exhibition games.
Okay.
They got Belhaven coming up tonight. Belhaven University. I thought they were on. We saw them on a schedule.
Maybe for them it counts as an exhibition.
And I guess Mississippi Valley State, they lost. They hung in there. 66-49. It's pretty respectable.
Yeah, honestly, for an NAIA.
for a women's basketball team.
For a men's basketball team.
So there you go. College hoops, ECU hoops coming up tonight in Minji. Zach, what do you want to see from the Pirates tonight?
100.
Chandler, what are you looking forward to seeing? You going?
I will be there. A bounce back game, and I know you hate me saying this because we won, but the way we played the other night was not great.
No, okay, you're right about that.
I want to see us play a lot better than we did on Saturday against Coastal Carolina.
I would say an offensive bounce back.
I would love to see, yes, an offensive bounce back and a bounce back for C.J. Walker, because I feel like just what he did the first night compared to what he did Saturday against Coastal Carolina, I think there's a lot more we could see from him. So I would love to see a lot more from the transfer of C.J. Walker. He's been in college basketball since 2019.
I want to see more of Jay
Woodard?
Yeah. I feel like we got something there. I think he's my guy this year. Jay.
I want to figure out what we're going to use LeBeau for. Trevion LeBeau.
Well, they used him quite a bit last game.
He just didn't score much. I guess he's a true point guard.
Because
he shot a 3 at one point, and it was rough.
What are you looking at, Sean?
See if I'm correct on C.J. Walker.
Oh, yeah. I brought this up off the air. For you basketball heads out there, I think I had an epiphany. So Chandler and I were almost courtside for a game. Second row, feet not on wood, but great seats. And my guy, Brandon Suggs, was having a good game, right, Sean?
Yes.
And
Pirates got up.
Pirates were up 20.
Yeah.
And then he got hurt, and then UCF came back. But in that game, a young UCF player freaked out and threw a chair. Do you remember this game, Zach? And I want to say
Were you in school then?
I was in high school.
This is 2022.
Yeah, high school.
So I think that might have been C.J. Walker. I need to confirm that with somebody. I should have with Cy when I recorded an interview with him earlier today. But if anybody out there knows what I'm talking about, was that C.J. Walker? Because he was like a young, talented player then, a freshman, I guess, at that time. And I think it might have been him. And I know he played a lot of minutes in that game.
In 2022, we went to overtime at home against UCF.
Yeah, that's the game. Yep. We blew a huge lead.
Let's see if he's on the roster.
He is. He played. I looked it up.
Okay.
I just want to know, for people that were there or remember that game, was that him? Because I think he had hair at that time. Now he has a short haircut, and it is colored. Was it green the other day?
Yeah. First game it was purple. Second game it was like a yellow-green color.
Alex said, I remember that game. I'm not sure if it was CJ. I'll see if I can find it. Thank you, Alex.
Suggs got 21 minutes in that game. 7 points.
He was carrying the team on his back.
Yeah.
And got hurt.
You remember Alonzo Frank?
Who had 27? Go down.
Tristan Newton. Oh, yeah. Future national champion.
What? He played here?
And future Final Four MVP.
Was Elijah Hughes on that team, or did he already transfer?
No, man, he's had 4 kids since then.
Wow, okay.
I'll tell you who was on that team.
Who?
Luigi.
No.
Well, yeah.
This guy.
Yeah.
Vance Jackson.
Oh, man.
Oh.
We have so many, just one-offs here.
I was a big fan of Tremont Robinson White.
Are you just going to name players now? Tyler said, and we need to do a check on this, ECU women's basketball update. Yep. He said the women looked sloppy on Sunday.
They did.
We lose on the road?
Sloppy Sunday.
To JMU.
Classic road loss. Jamie says Mount Olive has no logo on ESPN. They don't have a betting line. Brad says, who out there even eats olives? You know, the ladies eat olives. How about that?
I love olives.
So, Every now and then I go to Fresh Market, and I'm like, why the hell, out of all the foods in the world, why do you have this giant olive bar? Who the hell wants an olive bar? Okay, y'all are olive
Let me
fans.
be specific.
Be
specific.
specific.
I like the olives. I think they're called. Starts with an M. But,
Are they green or black?
They're green with the.
Pit or whatever.
Yeah, not the pit, but like that orange thing.
Yeah,
I don't know what that is, but if it's in a glass or in a jar, I will. Those are the olives that I will eat because I like them with my salad. But I also like to eat them straight out of the jar. But like an olive bar, like what you're
Delaney's
talking about,
co-signing so
I don't
far.
touch that.
Do you go to the olive bar?
No, I don't go to the olive bar. I just buy a jar of olives.
Go to the Olive
on the
Gar.
shelf.
I will eat any and all olives.
Wow.
They're so good.
Interesting. Do you like it on a pizza?
Yeah.
On a za?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not big on the black olives because they for me they don't taste like they have any flavor.
I don't see olive color.
Like they taste bland to me, but the green ones have a little bit of a sour taste to it, which is kind of like a, kind of akin to a pickle. So that's why I like them so much.
Chad is a big black olive guy, not so much on green olives. He also says it's a pimento.
Oh, is that what that is?
According to him. Steven says Popeye ate olives. That's not funny.
No, it's not.
It's not even funny.
That's awful.
Had a random thought. This is more for older people, not for you kids, but yeah, it kind of is. I don't know why I thought about this. I don't know if I was watching a show or what, but how many people in your life, ever, all time, or in your daily life, are in the witness protection program and you don't even know it? You ever thought about that?
Like they're not who they actually are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that freaky to think about?
It is freaky to fit.
Because we probably know somebody in our lives that is in witness protection and we just don't know it. Isn't that crazy?
Scary.
Or just people that you just pass by in the grocery store or something.
That's sure. But I'm talking about your boss or your coworker.
Lawyer?
Yeah, just somebody in your life.
I don't think a lawyer would be in the witness protection program.
Like Solo that goes to trivia?
Witness protection
We
program.
don't know anything about that guy.
Yeah. We call him Solo, for goodness sake.
Oh, he's got to be, yeah. There's
And
no
not
way.
just witness protection. How about a spy situation?
Oh.
Who's he spying on?
He's getting secrets. I don't know, man. I had a random thought about that, and it blew my mind.
I'm not going to be able to look at him the same.
Well, I'm not saying he is. You shouldn't look at everybody at anybody the same. Everybody you look at.
Solo, I'll walk into trivia tomorrow night, and he'll say, "Hey, what's up, man?" And he calls me Chon now, by the way. So, what's up, Chon? And I'm just going to look at him and go, just shake my head and have a
snarl.
look. Yeah.
I think you should do that to everybody. You should kind of double look everybody at this point. Are you? What's your real name? Tell me.
Tell me your name.
All right, let's take a break. When we return, Coach Mack, if that's his real name. And it's not.
It's not.
It's not his name.
His name is not Coach Mack.
Coach Irvin Myers.
Coach Irvin Myers.
When we get him on the phone, hey, should we call him William today?
I think we should call him Leroy.
William Leroy Mack McCarthy. What a name.
Leroy!
Born in Woodstock, Virginia. 343 wins, 234 losses. All those losses here at East Carolina. Just kidding. Did have a losing record here, proving that nobody can win here. Mac McCarthy was 243 and 122 at Chattanooga. 65 and 55 at VCU. Winning records at both stops. 23 games under 500 here.
Hit a brick wall.
We're cursed.
I mean, it's crazy. All right.
I just saw St. Joseph's is playing. Is our guy still on the team?
No chance that Coleman.
Charles Coleman.
Charles Coleman has got to be out of school by now. That dude.
We got so hyped for him in that that tournament game.
And he kept growing. He's like 9'3" now.
Yeah.
He kept growing every year. All right, more to go. Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday. Brad says the average person walks past 36 murderers in their lifetime.
That's a crazy stat to consider.
Stat to consider.
That is crazy.
Back with you after this.
Stats to consider. Where do you find the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in Eastern North Carolina? It's DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com is a combination of 4 dealerships in Eastern North Carolina with a fully stocked inventory of over 200 SUVs, trucks, and cars. If you're looking to upgrade your vehicle or purchase for a new driver in the house, get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com, supporting the Pirates for over 47 years.
Bad Daddy's Burger Bar in Greenville has the best deals in town. Just listen to this. BD's Amber Ale for $3 on Monday. Talls for smalls on Tuesday. $5.50 wine pours on Wednesday. $5 house margaritas on Thursday. Handshaking cocktails are $7 on Friday. And house Bloody Marys for just $6 on Sunday. But wait, there's more. Every day, 2 hours before closing time, appetizers are half off. Don't wait. Get to Bad Daddy's Burger Bar now. Located just off Greenville Boulevard in the Publix Shopping Center. Go Pirates!
Here's a hint. At US Cellular, you can get 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month, so you can give your family the gift of connection.
How about the gift of good-smelling soap?
They buy their own soap. They want 4 free phones.
Maybe I'll get
4 free phones.
4 free phones.
Get 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month. US Cellular. Built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Are you ready for football? Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is your complete source for recreation and marine sales and service. With a full selection of ATVs, side-by-sides, motorcycles, slingshots, watercraft, pontoons, and boats, Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is sure to have what you're looking for in everyday adventure. With 5 locations in North Carolina, Rocky Mount, Lake Gaston, New Bern, Elizabeth City, and of course, Greenville. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram or online at BigRockPowersports.com. Big Rock Power Sports and Marine. Choose your adventure.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
The Honda CRF Red Hot Sales Event is going on now. That's right, Honda is celebrating its 2024 450 Supercross and Super Motocross Championships with deals as hot as the tracks they dominated. Get up to $1,000 in bonus bucks, a free Matrix swag kit, and low APR financing on 2024 and prior CRF competition models. Visit Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville, for a red hot deal on race-winning Honda CRF today. For your safety, read the owner's manual and wear a helmet and eye protection. Honda motorcycles are for riders 16 years and older.
Dank Burrito is now open in Greenville. Dank is your ticket to adventure in a tortilla. We combine bold flavors to make new kinds of burritos, tacos, and bowls like honey truffle buffalo chicken or teriyaki shrimp. Once you go Dank, you'll never want the same boring burrito again. Dank Burrito is also the official burrito of the ECU Pirates, which we all know and love here in G Vegas. We're open now at 108 Red Banks Road in Greenville. Come join the Dank Burrito Mafia. Hope to see y'all soon.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Brian Buck with Buck Insurance Agency. This season, when you attend your favorite sporting event, take the Game Day Pledge. If your team is playing, win or lose, support your team to the end of the game. When you leave early, you risk missing your favorite athlete making the play of their career. When our family buys a ticket, we always plan to stay to the very end. Take the Game Day Pledge this season with Buck Insurance Agency. Play to the end, stay to the end.
Pirate Radio, where the heart of Greenville lives. We are the voice of the Pirate Nation. listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Brown & Wood is your home of the best selection of GMC, Cadillac, Buick, and Mazda in Eastern North Carolina since 1937. You can shop their entire inventory online at brownandwoodauto.com or visit them on Greenville Boulevard. Brown & Wood, Greenville's #1 dealership and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Now let's head back into Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
All right. If you are a fan of sports, and I'm assuming most of you are, if you are tuned into this show, it is a fun and busy time of year. A lot going on. You got
Sports
college
are great.
Man, do I love sports.
Man, do I love sports.
Man, do I love sports. We've got college hoops, East Carolina football. In a couple of days, our pregame coverage gets underway. 48 hours and 2 minutes from now on the Bud Light pregame tailgate coming up on Thursday. We got Pirate basketball tonight. I'm looking forward to Saturday. We'll talk about both of those games, both Mount Olive tonight, George Mason on Saturday, with Seymour later on in today's show. We'll talk some hoops and football now with Coach Mack, Mac McCarthy, William Leroy Mac McCarthy, joining us on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. Hello, Coach.
Hello, Clipster. How are you?
Well, I am doing great. I got the Chan Man here.
All right.
I got Miss Shirley here.
Shirley running the show.
I miss you coming in and saying hello to all of us.
I miss doing it.
Well,
I miss the fist bumps.
Yeah. Mac's a great fist bump.
He was a great man. Wait, we're on the phone with him. All right, he's still here.
But I always say we need to honor people while they're alive. Don't wait till it's too late.
Absolutely.
So we're honoring Coach Mack each and every Tuesday here. Mac, how's the college basketball game calling going so far?
It's gone pretty well. I've gotten off to a fast start here, and it's a crazy week. I did two on Monday of last week, then I did a Wednesday, then did a Friday, then did a Monday. Now I've got a Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday.
My gosh.
Are you singing the Happy Days theme song there? All right, Coach, how did Ron Sanchez's debut do at Virginia last week?
They did pretty well, but and they actually beat a quality team. Campbell's going to be pretty good. They're picked 13th in the CAA, and I can tell you right now they won't finish 13th. They'll be closer to 1 than they will be to 13th. So it was a quality win. They still they have some deficiencies. They don't have a real point guard, and that's always a problem. But they've got a number of good players. If they can find some way to kind of shore up the point guard spot, but it went well. They had a great crowd, had over 13,000, which on a Wednesday night was pretty darn good. But he did well.
I was going to ask you, at what point can we definitively say if a team's going to be good or not this year with the transfers, all the newness to pretty much every team across the college landscape? But, man, you kind of mentioned it there. I mean, preseason predictions are almost useless in 2024 just because of all the turnover. But it's going to take a while, right? I recorded an interview with Seymour earlier, and he, as an analyst, is getting his feet wet watching these teams, trying to figure out who's good. And again, Mac, it's going to take a while, right, until we can say this team's good, this team's not good.
You want an answer? Just look at college football season.
We still don't know.
We've declared Georgia good twice, and now we know they may not be.
At Bama, the same thing, right? Like we
declared them good, and then we declared them awful, and now we've declared them good again.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be the same thing in basketball. Everybody this side of Duke is going to be up and down.
Yep, I was about to say, is there a powerhouse this year? And are you putting Duke in that category? How about Kansas? Is Kansas one of those teams Alabama, UConn, Gonzaga, Auburn. That rounds out the top 5. Duke at 2-0 is number 6. Can you say right now, like I'll say Houston's going to be good, and I don't know anything about them, but I'm going to say they're going to win 32 games or whatever and be a good team.
All those teams are going to be good. I think only one of them has a chance to be great. Duke is that one, but yeah, all the ones you mentioned are going to be good teams, but they're going to have nights where they get beat, just like Georgia has, and Texas has, and Alabama has, and Ohio State has, and Penn State has. The chaos, if you're a fan of a team, the chaos is driving you crazy. But if you're just a fan of the sport, this is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. And if you talk radio, this is going to be a lot of fun. But do not archive your shows. People are going to call you out for all the stuff you said.
Takes will change throughout the year. If you're a bettor, it might not be fun, because you're not going to know what the heck's going on night to night. I was just perusing the top 25, saw Arkansas was 1-1, and looked at who they lost to. Boy, Baylor has challenged themselves out of the gate with Gonzaga and Arkansas, and Baylor knocked off the Razorbacks. But what do you think about Calipari and Arkansas? How's that going to work out for them?
It's going to work pretty good. They're going to win a bunch of games now. Whether they'll have trouble tournament time like he's had at Kentucky a little bit. I think it'll be a fresh start. Calipari is really an underrated coach. He gets criticized a lot. They didn't do some of the things people thought they were going to do, but this guy didn't forget how to coach, and he certainly hadn't forgotten how to recruit. And they will be a factor in the SEC race for sure.
Mac McCarthy joining us. Boy, when you do Virginia games, style of play is a little different than what you see across the country. But from the men's and women's games you've called so far, very small sample size, has anything stood out, style of play or the way refs are calling things? Anything stood out to you, Mac?
Not really. Like so many years, the defense is probably ahead of the offense at this point in time. There's some exceptions, but I did a game last night, Winthrop, who's picked second in the Big South and always a good program with Skip Prosser's son, Mark is the coach, against Virginia Tech. And they have both scored a lot of points. They have both really looked good offensively. And then last night we got into a rock fight. I didn't think they were going to ever get to 50, much less. And at one point in time, they were shooting like 11% from three-point land. And it was all because defense was really good and way better than the offense. Now, both those teams, Virginia Tech may struggle offensively. I'm not sure Winthrop will once they get into the Big South. But defense across the board has been a little bit better than offense so far. And I don't know if that's a function of just the normal start of the season, or if it's because every game I talk about, every open is going to be about how many newcomers a team has. Virginia Tech has no starters back, lost 7 of their top 8 scorers, and they have 9 newcomers. I did a game the other day where the entire team, USC Upstate, the entire team was all newcomers, 13 newcomers. They did not have a minute played from anybody on the USC Upstate team at that school. And there are 5 teams in the country that don't have a single player coming back, starting with like Louisville. I mean, these are not unknown teams. Louisville is one of the 5 teams that doesn't have a single player back from the team a year ago.
Did I hear you say Louisville, or was it somebody else? Louisville's going to be good. You went from, they're traditional power, and we're one of the worst teams in college basketball over the last few years. But are they going to figure it out, Coach Mack?
Well, they'll be a lot better. Pat Kelsey won't let them. He won't let them be terrible. But I don't know that they recruited well enough to be a real factor. But they won't be an embarrassment like they were last year.
Question from Jamie: do you think Mark Pope will have success at Kentucky? My first thought was, everybody has success at Kentucky, but Billy Gillispie did not. As he took over for Tubby Smith, went 40-27 before they hired John Calipari, and now it is former Wildcat Mark Pope as the head coach there, coming over from BYU. What do you think about Pope and Kentucky, that marriage?
Yeah, he's been an up-tempo kind of guy, shoot a lot of three kind of guy, very innovative offensive guy, but he understands the job there. And like you said, get Billy Gillespie 40 and 27. How many programs across the country would take 40 and 27 in 2 years?
Well,
there were more things going on there than just his record that led to his demise.
Yeah, I would take 40 and 27 here, no doubt. Coach Mack McCarthy, joining us on the Big Rock Power Sports live line. Have you watched any East Carolina basketball yet this year, Coach Mack?
I have not. Like, after you listen to my schedule, I have been just barely. I have watched today. I've watched 5 games already. And when you're doing that, you're focused on the teams that you've got. And the only thing I get occasionally a little bit of highlights at night. I caught the end of a Duke game, and I caught the end of a Purdue against Yale game last night. But I've seen very little basketball, and really don't even know. I know they beat Tennessee Wesleyan, and that was the last time I heard anything about them.
Who, ECU?
Yes.
Well, yeah, we beat North Carolina Wesleyan. Although we'll take on all the Wesleyans.
I'm sorry. Yeah, schedule all the Wesleyans. That'll get you off to a 4-0 start.
And then they beat Coastal Carolina. And I thought you were describing our game when you were talking about that Winthrop game, because it was tough shooting, to say the least. A lot of bricks. Yeah. But the Pirates did win. They've got Mount Olive tonight, but a good one against George Mason coming up on Saturday. So looking forward to that. I know Seymour said Mason recently hung with Marquette in a game, so that will be a challenging one coming up on Saturday. Mack McCarthy joining us on the Big Rock Power Sports live line. Coach, I'll jot this down because you won't have time, but I found a show you might like. It reminds me of the one with Nicole Kidman we watched recently. What was that called? Perfect, Perfect Couple? Or
Ranger Perfect, yeah, Perfect Couple.
Whatever, yeah. But it's on Peacock. It's called Smother, but it's like it's another family drama whodunit, and I feel like it would be up your alley. So
I appreciate it.
Yeah, there's a
Write it down right now.
Yeah, Smother on Peacock. And I started watching it.
Watch some shows.
And I was like, this is going to be like 4 episodes. No, it's 3 seasons. And I was like, how the hell are they going to do this in 3? So it probably gets lame as it goes on. But anyway, check it out. All right, Mac, let's talk college football. Big storylines from the weekend. Roll Tide, Alabama, all over LSU. And now you've got the Georgia Bulldogs with 2 losses. And Carson Beck stinks, Coach Mack.
Yeah, and Georgia can't run the football. That's even a bigger deal.
Man.
Part of the reason Carson Beck stinks is they can't run the ball, and then they open as a 10-point favorite against Tennessee. That's very interesting. And then tell me this. Tonight, we get the rankings, right? We get the college football playoff rankings?
Mm-hmm.
So tell me this. How do you rank Georgia, Alabama, Ole Miss, and Miami? Tell me how you rank those 4 teams and why.
Miami under all of them.
Are they worse than was their loss worse than Georgia's? Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe Georgia second.
Yeah.
Georgia's got 2 losses.
Yeah, I know. I still like all those 2-loss teams more than 1-loss Miami at this point. Because with Miami, you start to think about all those narrow wins and everything, too.
You hate the ACC, though. That doesn't count.
I don't know if I'd say that.
Yeah, you do.
Well, I know this. I don't love the SEC. I kind of hate everybody equally, Mac.
Well, that's fair.
I'm a professional hater.
I don't know how you do that.
Yeah.
Georgia beat Alabama, but Georgia has looked just awful lately. Miami finally got a loss, even though they struggled to win, but they were still winning.
Well, here's one. I'm curious, and I know Jamie is too. Where do you put Indiana?
See, I think Indiana and BYU, I think they all move up above all those teams.
Indiana and BYU move up above all the SEC? Bama and Georgia? Or I'm sorry, Georgia and Miami?
Georgia, Miami, Alabama, Mississippi.
Well, Bama's going to skyrocket. And Ole Miss might too. I don't know. And where's Notre Dame in that mix?
Notre Dame right now, there is a scenario where Notre Dame is going to be like ranked number 12th in the playoff thing, and that would put them out of the playoffs.
Because number 12 is going to go to Boise
or whoever.
Yeah, Army, one of those teams. It is fascinating, and somebody's going to end up mad, although now we start to look at the scenario where I still don't know how they're going to reward or take away from a team that misses their conference title. I almost feel like with all these, we should well, you can't get rid of the conference title because that determines buys and the group of 5 team. So, but how much will a team be punished for losing their conference championship? How much will a team be rewarded for not going to their championship and not getting that extra loss? I got a lot of questions about that.
Yeah, I mean, if there are 2 lost teams going into the championship and they lose that third game, are they going to be out, and a team that didn't make it, that had the same record, that didn't make it to the championship game gets in? And nobody has played an equal schedule.
Right.
Nobody has played an equal schedule, which is just a dadgum mess.
Well, when you've got all these teams in a conference, you can't do an equal schedule, right?
Oh, you can't.
Yeah.
I agree. But that's why it's a mess. I mean, the Big 12 had it perfectly. They had a 10-team league and played 9 games. That was the last time one of these league races was really fair.
By the way, here comes Colorado. Man, I wish Utah. When I went to sleep Saturday night, Utah was up double digits. What the heck happened? I thought they had won. I woke up and saw BYU had won, and Utah was like suing the Big 12 or something. I don't know what's going on in that crazy state, but Colorado continuing to win. Any other team? Oh, SMU, Coach Mack, 8 in a row.
It looks like they could very well play in the ACC championship game in their first year, and they kind of bought them a seat at the table and said we belong, and they go into, and of course their one loss, which everybody wrote them off after, was BYU, and now we know BYU was actually good.
There you go, Coach. We got a few minutes left, so I want to run through some games. Oh, by the way, let's. How about East Carolina, Coach Mack? 2 in a row, going for 3 in a row Thursday night against Tulsa.
Yeah, I wish I could jump on that bandwagon. But that looked like a whole lot of scheduling issues right there.
What'd you have? 7 wins, right?
I had 8.
You had 8. Okay, I had 7. Still a chance to get there, but hoping for number 6 coming up on Thursday. All right. Can Arkansas give Texas a scare Saturday at noon?
No.
All right. Can Pittsburgh beat Clemson at home?
Boy, Clemson's not very good. I was at the Clemson-Virginia Tech game, and it was just not good football, but no.
All right. So you still like Clemson? They're favored by 10, by the way.
I just hate Narduzzi. It doesn't matter.
You are a Narduzzi hater. Colorado, 10-point favorite against Utah. Let's see. Virginia, Notre Dame, no. LSU, Florida. I guess we don't really care anymore about LSU, right?
No, but LSU will win.
All right. Louisville at Stanford. It's a long trip. But how about South Carolina? And how about South Carolina is a 12-point favorite against a ranked team?
Yeah, that makes it easy for the top 25 pick. I'll take Missouri.
Wow. That's something right there. All right. No. Well, Wisconsin gave Penn State a game for a while. Can they give Oregon a game? All right. Tennessee, 10-point dogs to Georgia. Is that too many points?
I think it's too many points, but, Tennessee, they haven't been world beaters themselves, but Georgia has lost confidence and their offense is bad. I was really surprised at that line, the way they've been playing.
Cincinnati at Iowa State is a gross national TV 8 o'clock game. Just want to say that. All right, so there's the slate for Saturday. Coach Mack, NASCAR championship. Sliced bread wins another championship, huh?
Yeah, he did, and shouldn't have even been in it, but got in it after a violation by somebody else, and he took advantage of it. The Fords were very good. I think Blaney probably had the best car, but Logano got that one great restart and closed the deal. He is good at that. Once he gets in front of somebody, he's about as hard to pass as old Ryan Newman used to be.
I wish old man intern Jarrett was here. He's been bitching and moaning about the NASCAR format and the playoffs and all this stuff the last few days.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to. And he's a good guy and knows a lot about NASCAR. This is the format they came up with at the beginning. You want to gripe about it, gripe about before the season, not after the season.
All right, there you go. Mac, quick question from Johnny Stats. Johnny Robertson says, Coach Mack, have you seen the one-arm guy that starts for Austin Peay? His name is Hansel Emmanuel. He has 15 points, 15 rebounds, 5 steals, 1 block, 0 turnovers in 3 games.
I have not. I have heard about him. I've read about him, but I have not seen him and can't wait to see him.
Hansel Emmanuel. Thank you, Johnny, for bringing that to my attention. I have not heard about that, and now Coach Mack will check him out as well. Mac, enjoyed the quick convo. Have fun calling games, and appreciate you joining us. We'll continue to talk hoops and football with you every Tuesday.
I appreciate it, but I'm taking Missouri in the top 25 and Tennessee in the top 10 as my losers this week.
I don't know if we're doing that anymore. That's kind of an in-studio thing.
Okay, I apologize.
No, don't apologize, but I haven't even – I'll take, Tennessee and – ooh, you know what? Nah. Yeah, why not? Give me New Mexico to upset Washington State Saturday night. I like that. Good. Chandler, would you like to say anything during this segment?
I'll give you my picks.
Say something.
Clemson to lose.
Okay.
And Georgia loses at home to Tennessee.
Ooh, you're putting the boys on the table for Tennessee.
Putting the boys
again.
on the table.
All
Haven't
right.
done that in a while.
Hey, thanks for being on the segment.
Hey, no problem.
Yeah, enjoyed it.
Miss you, Coach.
Chan, next time you and I'll just talk.
There you go.
Hey, all right. And Zach and Delaney are here too, Coach Mack. They miss you as well.
Oh, I miss all the interns.
See you, Coach. Thank you, man.
See you guys. Bye.
Oh, man. Love talking to Mac McCarthy.
He knows his stuff.
He's a great fellow. He's a good kid. He's a good kid. We'll take a time out. We'll wrap up hour number 1. The Grim Reaper is here. He'll join us coming up in hour 2. Showed up behind me. What is that thing? The sickle or whatever? Showed up behind me at during the Washington game the other day. Just in time for them to blow it against the Steelers. We'll talk some baseball. I'll get Mully's thoughts on Clayton McCullough getting his first big league job. And have more for you, Pirate Radio Live. Wrap up hour 1 after this.
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates.
This is Aaron Williams with New Blue Service Group. People have been asking, what's new at New Blue? And I'm always glad to tell them that we now specialize in crawl space moisture control and encapsulations, along with septic system repairs and installations. As always, we offer plumbing, electrical, and HVAC, all while redefining service excellence. So go ahead, contact us at callnewblue.com. That's callnublue.com. Go Pirates.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard, until the other team scores. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
This is Talbot Green with Integrity Home Mortgage. Are you ready and pre-approved if the home you want to purchase comes for sale today? This is a very important step when trying to purchase a home in the current market. Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of loan programs. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with the superior customer service you deserve. To get started, call me, Talbot Green, 714-2076.
Talbot Green, NMLS 120331. For informational purposes only. Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender. NMLS 208516.
As fall approaches, our entire inventory transforms in an amazing array of color and texture. Fall feels good, so here's your opportunity to look good as well. I'm Rhonda Lyons with Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington. We are ready to help you with all your clothing needs. Special occasion, dress or casual, we have you covered. We are stocked with Barber outerwear, shoes, and accessories for both men and women. A quality line made to be handed down to the next generation. We are serious about what you wear, and we'll prove it at Russell's in downtown Washington.
At Chicken Salad Chick, we make our food from scratch every day using fresh quality ingredients. We have 12 flavors of chicken salad, plus soups, sides, sandwiches, and desserts. Whether you're craving traditional, savory, spicy, or fruity and nutty chicken salad, we have something for everyone. All of our delicious chicken salads conveniently packaged in take-home containers and multiple sizes for you or the whole family. Visit Chicken Salad Chick or order online today. Now open at 112 Red Banks Road in Greenville. Chicken Salad Chick.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
Pirate Radio.
So you believe in pirates? Pirates aren't Santa.
They did exist, they did have treasures, and they did bury it.
You know, I had an eye patch when I was 6.
Who didn't, my friend? Who didn't?
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Caleb Stroud of Stroud's Marine grew up on the water and has loved boating his entire life, and that's why in 2012 he decided to give back to the marine community by creating a way for boaters to order pre-owned salvaged marine parts online. Stroud's Marine was born to offer incredible prices and unparalleled customer service. Their mission is to save you money and get you back out on the water as quickly as possible. Visit StroudsMarine.com today for more information. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts. And Michaels & Gateway Family and Cosmetic Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. Their mission is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway can handle all your dental needs, including cleanings, crowns and fillings, sedation dentistry, and cosmetic needs, such as braces and implants. Visit them at 2330 Hemby Lane in Greenville or call 752-1600. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
What did you just ask me?
On Saturday, before the ECU basketball game, did you go into the media? Never mind. You usually went in there before games last year and get you a drink.
How did I do that, though?
You had to have a media pass.
Yeah.
You have to work basketball games.
Uh-huh.
And you don't anymore.
Why? Yeah. So how would I get in there?
I don't know. I just thought about that. I'm sorry to bring up that sore subject.
You need to think before you speak.
My bad, man. My bad.
Travis Darno, former Brave, now an Angel.
In the outfield?
2-year deal. Good segment. We need to take a break. Johnny Gardner, Johnny Hoops,
baby,
confirms that the player for UCF all those years ago throwing a tantrum was current East Carolina Pirates, C.J. Walker.
Wow.
Man, I wish I'd have known that. It hit me. I don't know when it hit me. It might have been when I saw him live in Minji's the other day. I was like, I swear I've seen this guy here before. With a different hairstyle, in a different uniform, throwing a fit. I wish I'd have known that when I talked to him and would have asked him about that moment. Maybe I'll have a chance later this year. Thank you, Johnny. Where are you at, man? I usually see you halftime. Where's all the halftime people at?
Where's courtside? Where's halftime Steve? Courtside Don? Where are those guys at? Where's Johnny Hoops?
Tell you what, I'm not going to be there tonight.
I ain't going to be there.
I'm part of the problem. But I better see a packed halftime smoking section Saturday. I want to see all the old folks out there.
Telling jokes.
I want to hear some of the dumbest dad jokes I've ever heard in my life out there. So, I'm not saying pack Minji's. I'm saying pack the smoking section during halftime Saturday.
Pack the smoke.
And you don't even have to smoke. It's like, Zach, if you just want to take a break from the festivities, come outside with us. Come hang out. There's a non-smoking section outside. It's a big outside. It's a big world out there. Let's take a break. When we return, the Mully man joins us. We'll talk some football, baseball. We'll ask Mully if he's watched any hoops yet. And have more for you. Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday. Back with you after this. The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in the NC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get bugged up.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for $11.99. Plus Wednesdays means all Mexican imports for just $2.99. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas for only $11.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Happy fall, y'all. Lindsay Gray here with Carolina Caliber. It's gear up time. Whether you're looking for gifts, something for hunting or protection, you can't go wrong with our selection. We've got new guns, old guns, his guns, and her guns. Kids, students, mom, dad, grandma, and grandpa, we've got the whole family covered. Enjoy browsing our online store where you can take your pick from the largest selection of firearms and accessories in Eastern NC. And watch out for the unbeatable holiday sales coming soon. When you're ready, have some pumpkin spice and come see us for everything nice. Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Did you know that GUC's utility rates are not only low in the region, but also the state? That's right. When you combine the average electric, water, wastewater, and natural gas into one bill, only people in 2 of the 15 largest cities pay less than GUC customers. Only 2. low rates, and high reliability. Working in the best interest of the community rather than shareholders. That's the value of public utilities. That's the value of GUC.
Looking for the perfect place to unwind in downtown Greenville? Welcome to Emporium, where every pour is an adventure. With over 50 beers on tap, you'll find everything from local craft brews to international favorites. Whether you're a hophead or a stout enthusiast, Emporium has something for everyone. But that's not all. Dive into our new delicious food menu featuring mouthwatering flatbreads, crispy wings, and hearty sandwiches. So gather your friends and discover your new favorite brew at Emporium, located at 814 Dickinson Avenue. Use code PR20 at checkout for 20% off the shareable food menu.
Hi folks, Kyle Gaines here from Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Hope everybody's having a great November. Just tell you what's going on here at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram this month. Have huge savings and selection on Ram 2500s. That's right, up to $10,000 off our Ram 2500s here at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Also, huge selection of pre-owned vehicles starting at $599 and up. So remember, drive a little, save a lot.
Head on over to Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Drive a little, save a lot.
Worth Chiropractic and his team are offering a new patient special only at the new location. Come see them at this fantastic facility. A visit to our new location gets you a free consult, complete exam, digital x-rays, and more for only $29. Our amazing new patient $29 deal is only available at the new location, Worth Chiropractic West, 2100 West Arlington Boulevard, offering the same safe, no surgery, drug-free treatment, convenient, comfortable, and cost-effective.
There is road work outside, but plenty of food and fun inside at Fish Street Hardware in downtown Greenville. Park right across the street and make your way in for a great lunch today or drinks with friends. There are over 40 beers on tap and plenty of new specialty cocktails to choose from. Don't forget about Singo on Tuesdays, trivia with DJ Captain Morgan on Wednesdays, local artist live music on Thursdays, and the best Sunday brunch starting at 10:30 a.m. Be sure to follow Fish Street Hardware on Facebook and Instagram for all the 411. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Golden Ticket Cinemas is Greenville's newest movie theater and is open in the Greenville Grand location on Greenville Boulevard near the Cracker Barrel. And now IMAX is officially here. Catch a movie in Greenville's only IMAX theater with laser projection, precision sound, and a custom theater with stadium seating. And as always, you get unlimited popcorn. Get your movie tickets today at gtcinemas.com. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show in style at Golden Ticket Cinemas. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
There's Shirley. There's Zach. There is Delaney. No Brett. I ain't seen Brett in a while.
Brett texted me.
Hadn't seen him since the Commanders beat the Giants, and then the Panthers beat the Giants as well.
I almost did a sorry that happened or congratulations.
That is a long text.
But I did read it, and it was basically saying why he has not been here, but he will be back.
Was it a good excuse?
Yeah. He went home to New Jersey.
Is he still in school?
And then he's also doing the broadcasts for volleyball coming up, basketball.
Okay. Volleyball plays on the weekends. That has nothing to do with our show.
But he said, lastly, a lot of my classes have gone optional for the rest of the semester.
Basketball played Monday and Saturday, right? And he's not here either one of those days. So none of that matters.
But he said, I'd like to get more involved in the media side of covering player-coach interviews and post-game stuff.
Well, to do that, you need to show up.
You got to do it.
I would like to do a lot of things. I'd like to be a real skinny fella with big muscles.
You could do it.
But I'm not going to do anything about it. I just want to have that. I want to be that.
I'd like to be Mike Mullis.
Mully, do you think you would like me as much if I was a skinny fit guy? Or should I be the way I am?
It's you're lovable as is. As is.
How you doing, Mully?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing all right. Where to begin? How about Clayton McCullough? We had speculated a while and asked questions. I thought about this today too. Like, his name was out there for the Mets last year. I don't know how serious it was, but turns out that had been a pretty good landing spot for a manager. But how about the job he did get, the Marlins job?
Yeah, no, I mean, kind of interesting tie there with Norby, and then you got Jenkins Coward in the farm system, and puts him back closer to his family down in Florida. So yeah, a lot of good things, and there's not a ton of those jobs out there, so I don't think there's a bad one as far as being a big league manager. So yeah, it seems like for the last 3 or 4 years, there's been speculation that he was going to land, and kudos to him and congratulations to him. And I know his mom and dad, obviously dad a long time baseball lifer. I know they've got to be super proud and very excited. And I actually went to Lids yesterday. I was going to pick up a Marlins hat until I picked up the Marlins hat, and I was like,
$40,
$45, and I was like, man, that seems pricey for a Marlins hat. But anyway,
fitted.
You
were going to get a fitted?
I contemplated.
What size are you?
3/8.
All right. I was going to ask you something, but now I'm just thinking about Mully and a fitted hat. And what if I was to present you with a fitted hat?
Yeah, well, I mean, I've worn plenty.
What color? Black?
Yeah, I mean, something that kind of works with whatever.
Black goes with everything.
Well,
that would work.
Well,
what I was going to say was Marlins fans do not like the organization.
Well, that's the whole thing. It's kind of it's oxymoron to say Marlins fans. I don't know. I mean,
whoever was responding to the tweet of welcome Clayton McCullough,
they didn't like it.
Congrats. No, they were fine with him.
All right.
They did not lie. They said it doesn't matter. Get us some players. Do something. It doesn't matter who you put over there. It ain't going to work. That's
a lot of truth in that.
Yeah.
I think last year 60 wins. Is that right? I think is what I read somewhere. 60, 62 wins. I know they won their final game, but yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that have to happen. But it's it's a great opportunity, and obviously you get in there and. You show the improvement and just again, it's not a super high bar like we've discussed before. So get in there and Clayton does his thing and gets his culture in place and see if they can't maybe flip the wins and losses.
So is this like football, Mully, where the head coach will now hire his coordinators and all that, or does like the GM say that this is my pitching guy?
There'll obviously be some conversation there, but Clayton will hire his staff.
Yeah. I mean that's a big part of it too.
Hey, maybe all of a sudden we see Sam Darren go. There's the pitching guy who's with the Nationals now, but
were they a battery together?
Not saying I've heard. Oh yeah. So not saying I've heard that or speculating, but it would be kind of cool.
Have you heard that?
Nope.
That's interesting, though. So he's got to put together his base coaches, his pitching coach, all that for the first time.
Yeah, that's the beauty of the relationships that are generated regardless of the sport. But I mean, you look at how any staff is filled out. It's typically there's always a kind of connect the dots way that you figure out how one person is associated with the other. And yeah, a big part of it is putting guys around you that know your culture, that know what your expectations are, and you know how they work, and vice versa.
Brad says Mully mentioning Clayton's father, classy man, that Howard McCullough.
No, there's nobody better, and he's ran into him at the golf course a couple weeks ago, and man, he's seen things that as far as baseball, if it's happened in Eastern North Carolina, he's been part and party to it, and been everything from a collegiate coach to a scout to director of scouting and kind of everything in between. A guy that's super respected in the game.
Was his mom a PE teacher?
Yeah,
I'd never
retired
had her,
at Wintergreen. I think was her last stop.
Yeah. B-Man Brandon Manning says Clayton from A.G. Cox in Miami watched him play. He and coached me his first year coaching. Well, I'm glad he's got the job now. So. Because that I wouldn't put on the resume if I was Clayton McCullough, Coach Brandon Manning. Great guy from a great family and great Pirate. So really cool. Congrats to Clayton McCullough.
Yeah. Yep. Congratulations.
All right. On the baseball front, did you go Purple Gold World Series?
I did. I saw the first game on Friday. Was tied up on Saturday. It was a lot of fun to watch.
Oh, we missed you last week, so I haven't talked to you about it.
Yeah, they. I mean, I'm telling you, man, they got a lot better this fall, and those young guys. I mean, they've got some really, really special young guys. So,
I like to get your temperature in February, but also this time of year, because you, in past years, you've said, man, I don't know what they got this year, or you've said they got a team this year. So you were a little you just didn't know what you didn't know with all the new faces early in the fall. Sounds like you are more confident in this team.
You know, if you go back and look at last year's team, the strength of that team, and I know being at Media Day, you got a little feel for it too, that it was the character and culture of that team. I mean, good players, but they were certainly all on the same sheet of music. And so when you blow that up through guys graduating and drafting and whatever else, you kind of wonder how much of that is going to translate. And early in the fall, I can tell you it didn't feel good. There were guys out of position, and and when I say out of position, obviously they're moving them positionally, but out of position where they're supposed to be on baseball plays. And you saw kind of as that thing progressed. I remember one scrimmage I go to, man, there were like 7 errors in 5 innings, and you're going, man, this is a little concerning. But as it progressed and as these guys grew together, although they were still playing multiple different positions, man, it just seemed to get better and better. And a lot of that is just through reps and again, getting their head around the culture and the expectations.
On that note, this is something I wanted to ask you about. It's a ways away now, but I saw so much after the World Series about the Dodgers, and their players were coming out saying, yeah, we knew we'd beat the Yankees. We take care of the little details that they let just go by the wayside. Even John Smoltz was making a huge deal, I remember, probably in the last game, about Juan Soto getting the smallest lead and how you add 5 inches, it'll do so much. And which was crazy to me hearing that, because Brett Boone from the Boone family, a baseball lifer, like I figured they would do those details. But was that just kind of talk after the fact, or is that something you noted? Do you think that's true?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, you look at what happened with the Dodgers and how they with the Yankees and how they imploded. When it came down to the details winning or losing ball games, the details lost ball games. When you have Garrett Cole doesn't cover first base, and then you got just something as simple as catching a routine fly ball in the outfield from Aaron Judge, and then Judge, the one that hits his glove and falls out is clear. The one that he just doesn't get to is just a bad jump. And that ball, that's an attention to detail thing. But, when you're talking about elite players, the best in the world, at the speed at which the game moves, 5 inches on a base path is a lifetime.
Smoltz went on and on and on about that.
I mean, that stuff really is. It's a big deal. It's how you get dirt ball reads. It's how you look. It's the difference in expecting that somebody's going to hit a 3-run home run as opposed to I've got to find a way to get into scoring position. And it is the Dodgers are. I keep saying the Dodgers. The Yankees. Going into the year, supremely talented. Obviously, the Dodgers roster very good as well. But the expectation with the Yankees is, again, they're more of a sit back, play for the 3-run home run. And if it doesn't happen, then they have a tough time winning games. And, I mean, I think it all boils down to the postseason that Aaron Judge didn't have was the difference in that series.
Yeah. Mike Mullis joining us inside the Pirate Radio studios. Chandler, you're up.
Well, I was going to go back to the details thing. I guess details are always important in baseball, and I guess going deeper and deeper into the season, especially if you make a playoff push, the details are even more important because of stamina. You're playing so many games. Am I right about that?
Yeah, you train for the situation, so the more times you put yourself in through the rep, and it's a proper rep, then it becomes muscle memory. And I mean, think about the details that relates to something as simple as where a guy's hands are on the mound, being a pitcher. If he drops a little bit on a certain pitch, these guys are going to pick that up. If he raises a little bit on a certain pitch, if you think about even at the high school level or the amateur level, certain tips are there. So the attention to detail, if my glove gets wider, that could typically mean off speed's coming. If my glove's more narrow, that's going to be a fastball. If my finger's outside the glove of the, where my hand goes in the glove.
Are players, I'm sure they are, but are coaches responsible for that, or players?
Our philosophy is we teach it. We teach our guys that this is what the opposing team at some point in your life will be looking for. If you continue to play at a high enough level, this is what they're going to be looking for. So if we're teaching our guys not to do it, the expectation is that we're looking for other teams to see if, if they're doing it. But you'll get catchers that, and again, tips are attention to detail. If a catcher sets a little lower on a breaking ball, then there's just tons of nuance. And in baseball, there is explosive, repetitive actions. Either obviously there's a break between the pitches, so there's a lot that goes on when nothing's going on if you're paying attention to the details of what's in front of you.
Mike Mullis joining us. Mully, you ready to hire Blake Harrell full time? I mean,
at this point, who can't be, right? If he finds a way to scrape one of these next couple games out, and if he can get it to 7 wins, I mean, I think you really got to think about it. I'm going to make maybe a profound prognostication. I think we're going to beat Navy. I really do. I don't know. The only team I've seen Navy play was Notre Dame, and I know Notre Dame is very good, but they just flat out ran over Navy.
And also,
they lost to Rice. Lost in Memphis. I mean, but the Rice loss is the one where you kind of sit.
See, and I'll be honest with you, and this is maybe I didn't even know they lost. I just know when I watched them play Notre Dame, I'm like,
well, they put it on the turf a lot too in that one, didn't they?
Yes, they just did. That's my point, Clips. They just did not play well. It wasn't that they were just outmatched. They just did not play well. So I'm gonna be bold and say I think we get this one this weekend, and I think we could get one of those next two.
All right, which would hit my preseason prediction of 7-5. Weird way to get there, firing a coach and all that, but getting there nonetheless. All right, your Pack were off this weekend, right?
Yes.
Panthers won.
They did.
Commanders lose.
My game was able to be over before the Mully arrival, so I got that out of the way.
See, I wish I had the power you guys give me credit for. I literally. So, I mean, I'll tell the story about my wife. Apparently. My wife and I went to the grocery store, and I happened to notice that Chandler's vehicle was at the Buck watching the game. So I said, hey, Clip, are you at the Buck? And he goes, yeah. And so I go up to watch the end of the game. There was no malcontent. There was nothing other than just going to go see my buddies and watch a little football on a Sunday afternoon. As soon as I walk in, Clip, I know why you're here. So... And I kept saying, man, no, listen, I'm just here. I just wanted to visit and watch the game. But by the end of it, I was like, you know what? Hell with it. Yeah, that's why I'm here. I'm glad you lost. If you're going to be an ass, I can be an ass.
I love it because I didn't hear you say this, but Clip said, all right, my job here is done.
Yeah, as soon as the game was over, I said, okay, well, my job here is done.
All in a day's work.
Yeah, I'm out. And I mean, it was nothing ill intended. No, I mean, there was no.
Maybe.
Okay.
A couple of weeks prior, you predicted Jaden Daniels would get injured.
And he did the following week. But he's okay.
But there's that, just you bringing that up shows, I think, what kind of.
No, it just shows that I thought he was going to get hurt. I still think he's going to get hurt. Look, when he got smoked in the back of the end zone late in the game yesterday, and it looked like it was an absolute rib shot, I thought that might be the one he doesn't get up from.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he's a rookie in the NFL. You got to expect. I mean, he's going to take the lumps. And he's been amazing. They've been really good against really bad teams.
Yeah.
And they got a big test coming up next week.
I'm trying to get some. Do you think the Cardinals are good? They had a good win the other day.
I think the Jets are that bad.
I'm trying to get somebody to say the Cardinals are good so I can say we've beaten a good team.
No.
Because we haven't.
I think the Jets are that bad. The Jets are. The worst football game you could put on TV right now would be the Jets and the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Oh. That would be the pillow fight of the century.
Who's the best quarterback in that game? Cooper Rush or Aaron Rodgers?
Oh.
None of the above.
Might be.
They got 4 wins, but how far is Chicago from that?
Well, no, you're right. It's
the worst 4-5 team ever.
Well, Trey Lance might be the best quarterback in that Cowboys Jets game. How bad is Aaron Rodgers? And it is good to me. He is awful.
And they reunite him with Devontae Adams, and they haven't been on a single same page since he arrived in New York.
It's terrible.
It's awful.
I saw a Jets fan walking by with a cigar, like a victory cigar, and this was before their game, and I literally almost said, "You're not going to get to smoke that."
Yeah, keep that wrapped up.
Yeah, I mean, it's just ugh.
Put that back in the drawer.
Who is really good right now? I mean, or do you feel like the Kansas City Chiefs are for real? I mean, I don't know.
The Lions are the best team.
The Lions are the best team. I totally agree.
Chiefs are probably second best.
Chiefs just find a way to win. Being a block field goal to win the game.
Are the Steelers good?
Yeah, they're good.
The Steelers are good. And I'm going to tell you, man,
I don't know why people are allergic to saying it, but the Eagles are good, and they have been good. But people, I don't know what, and it irritates me that everybody craps on them, and now they're 7-2 or whatever.
That's who y'all got next week, right?
Yeah, Thursday.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
God,
Thursday.
man, that is a quick turnaround. I know this happens all the time, but when your team plays, you realize like how quick of a turnaround that is.
Well, you got a busy night Thursday night, huh?
Yeah, it sucks. Or maybe it'll be awesome.
I was going to say, I mean, some sports overload.
Maybe.
And you get paid to do it.
You know what? This is a great life. I'm ready to go.
Just think if you were a skinny, fit guy.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the same. Mully, you want to hang out Thursday night?
I probably will, but I don't know if it'll be up here. I mean,
we can go meet him somewhere.
I don't think he wants us to.
No, I'd love to, but don't come in there trying to make my teams lose.
All right,
my job here is done.
My job here is done.
That was a good line.
That was funny. All right, thank you, Mully, man.
Yeah, buddy.
You watched any hoops yet? Or
yeah, I watched that Kansas North Carolina game, and I was with a group of guys, and I said, "Listen, this is going to flip in the second half." Now, I didn't think it would flip like it did, but I mean, the halves were almost identical in reverse scoring wise. That was crazy.
I saw the score in the first half and was shocked to see, what was it, like a 2-point game or something? Like it was a tight.
Yes,
tight
it was a back and forth game, and Carolina maybe even took the lead at one point late in the second half. But
Mully's pretty good at the, like maybe not a pregame prediction, but talk to Mully about 7 minutes into the game, and you get a pretty good read on it.
Yeah,
you had the Penn State USC that we did earlier.
Yep.
That one the other night.
Well, there were some guys there that were, on FanDuel or whatever, and they were talking about second half. And I said, I would take the second half.
We'll call him Live Bet Mully.
Oh, yes. I was just thinking that.
Mully, Nebraska and Iowa are tied at 13 right now. What's going to happen here?
There's going to be corn on the cob in the postgame.
Thank you, Mully.
Yeah, man.
All right, let's take a break. When we return, we'll keep the positivity rolling. Seymour will join us on the show. We'll talk Pirate Hoops, East Carolina, Mount Olive tonight. George Mason coming up on Saturday. Cy will join us, and I got to head out because somehow my daughters are really smart. We got National Honor Society today, Sean. So I'm going to head out to South Central High School. So Sean will take over. Got Bryce Williams coming up later on in the show. And unboxing, Ellerby dropped off a box for Bryce Williams. I don't know what's in there. But we'll go Pirate Radio Outdoors and have more for you. Cy Seymour joins us after this.
Pirate Water Wicked Tea is here. Set sail for the next Pirate Water adventure. Barstool's best drink is back with delicious Wicked Tea. A strong, smooth, uncarbonated brew flavor with hints of lemon. It's the toughest tea to take on the high seas. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find the new Pirate Water Wicked Tea in a location near you.
We're going Plankton!
21 and older. Please drink responsibly.
You want a sub made the authentic Jersey way? You go to Jersey Mike's. You want a radio idea? You go to me. Like this. I'm a talking dog that only talks about Jersey Mike's. My owner says, "Hey, buddy." And I'm like, "Get me an authentic Jersey sub." He says, "That's all you ever think about." And I say, "No. I also think about teaching myself to drive the Jersey Mike's, but until I figure that out, you're all I have." Woof, woof. Made the authentic Jersey way since 1956. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
If you're in the market for a swimming pool and you're located from the capital to the coast, Elite Pools can make it happen for you. They are the Carolina's premier fiberglass and concrete pool builder and renovation contractor. Every pool is built with the highest quality products and on schedule. Visit the Elite Pool showroom located across from Agri Supply in Greenville with fiberglass pools on site and a design center to simplify all of your pool selections. They also have a full service department with pool supplies and they provide expert water analysis. Call Elite Pools today at 689-6557 or visit elitepoolsnc.com. For pools, think Elite Pools.
Did you know that GUC's utility rates are not only low in the region, but also the state? That's right. When you combine the average electric, water, wastewater, and natural gas into one bill, only people in 2 of the 15 largest cities pay less than GUC customers. Only 2. Low rates and high reliability. Working in the best interest of the community rather than shareholders. That's the value of public utilities. That's the value of GUC.
This is Martin Truex Jr., and as a NASCAR Cup Series champion, I love one-stop shopping. When I need fresh tires or fuel during a race, my pit crew takes care of everything. Off the track, I have an auto owner's independent agent. They handle all my insurance in one place: car, home, life, and business. Get your own pit crew and find a local agency with auto owner's insurance.
This is Jeff Gibson with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
This is Dr. Andrew Bridgeforth from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For experienced professional care, call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
There have been many changes in the automotive world. At Phelps Chevrolet, the Phelps boys are here to take care of you. Mike, Daryl, and 4 of Mr. Phelps' grandsons, Wade, West, Allen, and Clay. You see, things at Phelps remain the same. The Phelps team has served Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. We make your visit easy and fun. We are your neighbors, and that's what neighbors do. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Like Mr. Phelps' great-granddaughter says, come in and get you one.
Find new roads with Chevrolet at PhelpsChevrolet.com.
Hey, Pirate fans, this Wednesday, November 13th, down on Main Street is hosting the ECU Baseball Pirates from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Stop by for autographed pictures and, of course, dinner and drinks. Down on Main Street has a brand new baseball t-shirt for sale right now, just in time for this fun night. Get yours today and plan to be at Down on Main Street this Wednesday, November 13th, to meet the ECU Baseball Pirates from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Yo ho ho and a bottle of
Are you dare to walk the plank, matey?
Stop it, you're killing me.
Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
We'll take you to the edge.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Drive a little and save a lot at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, plus they offer service to all makes and models in a state-of-the-art facility. You can drive a little and save a lot with a short trip to Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Highway 264 in Washington and online at WashingtonChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com. And Saturdays are for Pirate Traditions and Beer. This season, Bud Light has a new limited edition purple and gold ECU bottle on sale now. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Please drink responsibly. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's the Chan Man.
All right, thank you, Shirley Rhodes. Welcome back into Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday. And if you're just now tuning in and wondering where Clip Brock is, it is because, and this is like the second time in a month that I have had to take over hosting duties, and it's because his daughter is very smart. Honored or was inducted into the Beta Club a few weeks ago, and now the National Honor Society. So, and Clip says he doesn't know how, and I think it's because her father, Clip Brock, is a very smart man. I'm sure her mother, Judy, is as well. But we will ride along with us here on Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday. We have Bryce Williams coming up in the 5 o'clock hour. We'll have our Fleet Feet rundown, which includes Pirate Radio Outdoors, brought to you by Stroud's Marine. And we'll have some other things on the Fleet Feet rundown as well. But let's get to basketball talk right now. East Carolina taking on Mount Olive tonight inside Minges Coliseum, starting at 7 o'clock is the tip for tonight's game. And Pirates get it done on Saturday. If you don't like what you saw from the Pirates in that win, because it was an ugly win, we are here to hype you up, get you fired up for ECU basketball tonight, and that's because we're talking to Seymour. Cliprock talked to him earlier today, and that's how this is how the conversation sounded.
I'm doing great, Clip. How about you, buddy?
Hey, yeah, doing all right. Getting over a tough Commanders loss, but still having a good year. We'll talk about that at the end of our conversation. But let's talk about the 2-0 Pirates side and kind of two different games when it comes to the offense and the ball going through the hoop. Pirates put a lot of points up game one against NC Wesleyan, and points were hard to come by against Coastal Carolina. That was, how do you look at it, Si? A rough offensive game or a good defensive game? How do you want to spin it the other day?
Well, that's a great question. First of all, I think Coastal has a pretty good ball club. That's the first thing. You got to give them a lot of credit. They're pretty darn good. They've got size in the right places. They've got well coached, and I give them credit. I thought ECU had open looks. They were cold that day, but had good looks. But I thought defensively they played well, and it helped. I think it helps this time of year to play somebody pretty decent, and you get in. You find out what's happening when you get in foul trouble. Who can come in? Who can do what? But just a cold day shooting the basketball, but a good win against a really good Coastal Carolina team.
A few positives, Si. R.J. Felton, worth the price of admission. Like always, just plays his tail off, and when the Pirates needed something to happen, R.J. made it happen. A couple other things, Si, I'll get your thoughts on. Kind of a lost art. How do you like the Cam Hayes mid-range game we're seeing? He's able to get into the lane, and he missed a few of them, but was able to hit a few mid-range jumpers, and I think we'll see some of that this year.
Yeah, I think Cam's going to be a really big help for this ball club. He can take the short jumper, and he can defend. He's tall, strong enough to play in this league, and I think that's important. Yeah, I think he's going to have a good year. He's got the short-range jumpers, you say, he can get in between and make the jumper there. The other part is he's older. I'm telling you, you got guys that are a little bit older. It helps you a whole lot. I thought Jordan Battle played well. I thought he showed you down the stretch why he was a good player in this league. He's quiet, but he's strong, and he finishes. So there are a lot of good pluses in this game.
And the guy I'm intrigued by, J. Shane Woodard. He's got, a lanky frame, very rangy, and I want to see more of him. So I'm intrigued by him. I haven't seen anything yet through two games, but feels like when he gets more comfortable playing at this level, the D1 level and American Athletic Conference basketball, that we might have some there. I'm looking forward to seeing more of him.
I think Jashane Woodard has upper ability talent. I think we've not seen anything what he can do. He only played 13 minutes. He had 4 rebounds, but he had 3 fouls. That's what got him out of the ball game. But he plays up and can go. I think he's going to be a guy, and he's long. Everything's ahead of him, and I'm sure Coach Schwartz wants to get him in more and do more things with him. I think that's the guy that can play 1, 2, 3, and 4 and never bat an eye. He can do a lot of good things. He only got 13 minutes the other day, but I expect to see him get more time.
Yeah, and Si, what do you think about the minutes guys are getting right now? Is this something we'll see throughout the non-conference? Do you see, as games go on, Coach Schwartz continue to kind of narrow it down? What do you think about the time distribution guys are getting right now?
I think it's the other day was kind of what you really want to see, except you probably want to see Jashane Woodard playing more minutes. You want to see Sierra Malanga playing more minutes. I think those two guys, probably LeBeau may get less minutes. He had 26. But no, I'm not saying we're cutting him out of the lineup. I'm just saying there's other guys that can help you and get more time. I think you need to. It's sad, but you had to play Felton 36 minutes and Jordan Riley 34 minutes.
Yeah.
And so their time not because they're not doing well, just you got a long season to go. Those guys, we need to get more out of Sear Malonga and Jashane Woodard and Jan Farrell. Those guys need to step it up a little bit.
And, of course, CJ got into foul trouble as well, and he goes just 21 minutes the other night, had 8 points, 6 of 10. The Pirates, again, it was a cold night, 17 of 51 from the floor, just 4 of 19 from 3, and they missed 15 free throws, Si. So, I mean, you look at some of these numbers, you say, hey, we're kind of lucky we got out of there with a win.
Well, that's exactly right. And the other part of it is you had a 9-point lead down the stretch.
Yeah.
And you couldn't make the free throws to finish it. That you got to do that. You got to make free throws. But overall, I really like Coastal. I thought they're well coached. I think he's going to be excellent wherever he goes when he moves up. Because this guy, I mean, it's just a good basketball game, and ECU won the ball game. So it's a good win for the Pirates early in the year against the school that we were talking about. Just talking. Is that a team you beat last year? I'm not sure. I mean, they were pretty darn solid. So it's a good. And I'm talking to friends and family, not coaching staff. But it's a good win for East Carolina. And but I'll have to tell you, I've seen George Mason twice. That's a challenge. They've got a really good ball club.
That's the one I'm looking forward to on Saturday. Before we get there, another tune-up tonight as the Pirates take on Mount Olive. And I don't know, Si, what do you look at when you go into these games against like an NC Wesleyan? The Pirates won that one by 27. They got Mount Olive tonight. Is this you want to see younger guys? You want to fine-tune your rotation? Like, well, what's Coach Schwartz's plan, and what does he really want to see in a game like this tonight?
Well, first of all, they're averaging 97 points a game, but they're giving up 96. so it's probably going to be a high-scoring game. Wilmington scored 140 points on them, but they scored. They're up there high too. My point being, it's probably going to be an up and down game. It's not going to be it's going to be if you like to see the NBA All-Star game, you're looking at that. But the bottom line is what is Coach looking for? I think he wants to see his team to play. He wants them to play. I don't think he wants that kind of score. I think he wants a solid basketball game where he gets out of there and he gets to play his kids in the style he wants to play. That's what's tough about this. They got shooters. I mean, these guys. They like the three ball. They can shoot it. It's going to be an interesting thing to watch. I think tonight, Dawson hits 5 of 12 from 3 this year. Peterson 5 of 7 from 3. They're shooting on almost 40% from 3. So you're looking at your team and saying, okay, we got to cut that out. We got to cut that out. It's a good game to play. You don't get people hurt. You run people in and out with the numbers. And hopefully you come out on top. But I'm sure Zach Grant's going to have his team ready to play also at Mount Olive. But it should be a win for the Pirates. And you're going to have to look at it any way you can if you're coach. It's kind of a tough matchup to play.
Trying to get to 3-0, setting up what should be a good one, a fun one coming up Saturday against George Mason. Si, looking around college basketball, you got the Champions Classic games tonight. You got Kansas and Michigan State at 6:30. Duke, Kentucky coming up at 9. We've already seen a few headliners with Gonzaga and Baylor last week, North Carolina and Kansas. It's very, very early, small sample size, but anything stood out to you as far as teams or style of play or anything in college basketball so far?
I just think most teams are really feeling each other out. I thought a good example was North Carolina and Kansas. Kansas has a 20-point lead and wins at the buzzer. Or, wins on the last possession. That's why right now you're just trying to get your team, your legs together and see where you are in the scheme of things. How about North Florida beating 2 Power 5 schools in back-to-back games? They beat South Carolina and somebody else that are Power 5 schools. Everybody's got. If you can figure out who's really the best team right now, it's very difficult.
Yeah.
Everybody's used to 10 new players. And the other night when ECU played, you're looking at a ball club, Coastal Carolina, a new coach who, by the way, he's going to be a really, really good one. Gray is going to be a good coach. I mean, he had 12 new guys, but they played well, shot it well, did the things. Now, they're playing NC State tonight, and I hope they play well, but they played well against us. Now, East Carolina, we're still looking. We're still finding the pieces of the puzzle that can play. But George Mason, that they have coming up next Saturday, is really, really a good test for anybody in basketball.
Cy Seymour joining us on the Big Rock Power Sports live line. Cy, how about you watched any American games yet? Temple has Drexel tonight in a battle of Philadelphia. And let's see, that's at the Elia Chorus Center. I was hoping that would be at the Palestra. Do they still play games at the Palestra, Cy?
Oh, yeah, they do. Yeah. But that one's right there on Temple's campus.
Okay.
That's on campus, and that's a beautiful facility, so it's a home game. But, oh, no, they still play games in the Palestra, and it's a wonderful arena.
Yeah.
It's a great place to go.
Got FAU, UCF tonight. FAU, what does their roster look like compared to the Final Four team a couple years ago? So I imagine it's pretty decimated at this point.
Everything I've read, they had good NIL money, and they picked up 3 really good players.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they lost them, but they've got them coming back. But I think you're going to like the team. See, right now, I'm really just beginning to look at who we play. George Mason, just to give you an example. George Mason is playing a top-ranked team in the country, Marquette, on the road. It's 66-61 with the under 4 timeout in favor of Marquette, but it is a dogfight all night.
Yeah.
They go to George Mason goes to the line shooting 2, misses them both. They're down 5, 66-61. Marquette goes down, hits the 3. Now you're down 8. They miss on the other end coming back. Now they go down, hit another 3. Now you're down 11, and basically the ball game's over. But that's the kind of team this is.
Yeah.
Last night I watched them play Stony Brook, and they beat them like 40. But what I'm saying is their point guard is a 6'5" guard that was made the All-ACC team at the tournament, at the ACC tournament. He's 6'5" and can really play. Maddox. They've got good players all over the court. I'm telling you, 6'9", 6'10". They are really special, and it won't be a pushover. And they got kids from all over: UMass, Lowell, East Tennessee State. One kid, Zach Anderson, went 6 for 8 last night from 3. He turned down Florida State and Indiana to come there. This is a really good team coming into ECU on Saturday afternoon at 4 o'clock.
Hopefully we get a good crowd for that one, Cy. I will be there. Looking forward to seeing the Pirates take on the old CAA foe coming up on Saturday. Cy, we'll wrap it up. Commanders fall to the Steelers. A very frustrating game. A lot of drops. You had the bonehead play at the end, jumping off sides. You had Zach Ertz not getting far enough on the route, although it looked like he may have gotten the first down, a muff punt, like so many things that could have gone our way that didn't. But you lose to a pretty good Steelers team. Now you got the Eagles on Thursday. But give us your Commanders update. How you feeling about Washington right now?
Well, there's a lot of people in the rearview mirror. That's all I'm saying. There's a lot of people looking way up.
And they can't see, Si, because the sun's in their eyes, because they're in that stadium. So they can't even see.
Listen, if anybody had told me this is where the Commanders would be, I would have laughed at you.
Yeah.
Now, I really think, truthfully, they've got that good a ball club. It wasn't luck that we lost by 1. It's unfortunately we lost by 1. This is a good Commander team. They are the real deal. And the Steelers are the real deal also. It was 2 of the upper teams in the league. Now you got another one coming up with Philly. I mean, they're the real deal too. But I feel good going in. I think, EC, I think they can play them that tough. I do. They're that good.
And what a fun Thursday night it'll be, Si. You got Commanders, Eagles, and also East Carolina looking for another win for Blake Harrell and looking to become bowl eligible. This has been a roller coaster of a football season, and right now we're heading in the right direction, it appears.
Really happy for everybody involved, the administration, for that. I think it's a big deal. And I'll tell you something else, too. And I know this. For the girls to win the soccer championship of the American, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Congratulations to the coaching staff and to those girls. That's a tremendous thing. When I saw it, you jump right up in the air because they have worked hard to get there and to win the conference, and now you're going to the NCAAs. That's a big deal for ECU. It's been a good month.
Yeah.
November's been a hard month at the beginning, but it's ending up strong.
No doubt.
And hopefully let's get this win this weekend. This Thursday.
You got South Carolina in the NCAA tournament. We talked to Gary Higgins yesterday, and what a job he's done, Si. And we were talking about it yesterday on the show, volleyball playing well. I think the 8 teams go to the AAC tournament. They've locked in their spot with 2 regular season games left to go. So, and we were kind of tongue-in-cheek, but saying, good grief, this could end up being one of the best fall sports campaigns of all time if, you know. Yeah.
It's really funny when you look at the balance of it.
Yeah.
It's really been a fun fall. Give credit to John Gilbert and his staff, and because all around wise, this has been a good fall for programs. Could be a lot worse.
Let's keep it rolling. Well, Si, have a good call tonight. You got ESPN Plus tonight and Saturday?
Yep, got them both on Saturday and tonight, and look forward to seeing you there, Clip.
All right, Si. Thank you, man.
Okay, buddy.
All right, there is Cy Seymour talking with Clip Brock about tonight's basketball game, East Carolina taking on Mount Olive. And so that is tonight, 7 o'clock tip inside Minges Coliseum. And hopefully the Pirates can move to 3-0 on the season. We will find out that coming up tonight. So Pirates and what are they? The Mount Olive...
Trojans.
The Trojans.
They are Barton's natural rival, by the way.
Really?
That's why I know so much about the Fighting Pickles.
All right. What do they call y'all's rivalry? Is there like a name?
Well, it's been 20 plus years, so I don't know if they had a nickname. I don't remember it. I just know we did not like each other.
Well, I'm going to call this one Pirates versus the Pickles tonight. Mount Olive, East Carolina coming up tonight. And coming up, the next segment, we will wrap up the hour and we will get intern Zach's power rankings, college basketball power rankings, and it was his 21st birthday just a few days ago, and we will find out what Zach did for his 21st, and we will find out if he had a good time at the Bug last night drinking for the first time. So stay tuned for that. We'll be right back right after this.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. We have the 2024 Encore GX at 0.9 for 36 months. You heard it right, 0.9. We also have the Envision and the Enclave at 0.9. For GMC, we have the 2024 Sierra at 1.9%, the Terrain at 0.9%, and the all-new Hummer EV 849 lease for 24 months. Brown & Wood, 89 years in business in Greenville. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
Let me show you what goes on behind the scenes when making a Shaq-a-Roni.
Bust it.
We created Shaq-a-Roni my way, an extra-large pizza topped with extra cheese and extra pepperoni. It's a simple recipe. We take everything you love, then we build it bigger. Pizza gets bigger when you Shaq-a-Roni.
Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Hey, Pirate Nation, this is Brian Buck with Buck Insurance Agency. This season, when you attend your favorite sporting event, take the Game Day Pledge. If your team is playing, win or lose, support your team to the end of the game. When you leave early, you risk missing your favorite athlete making the play of their career. When our family buys a ticket, we always plan to stay to the very end. Take the Game Day Pledge this season with Buck Insurance Agency. Play to the end, stay to the end.
Happy fall, y'all. Lindsay Gray here with Carolina Caliber. It's gear up time. Whether you're looking for gifts, something for hunting or protection, you can't go wrong with our selection. We've got new guns, old guns, his guns, and her guns. Kids, students, mom, dad, grandma, and grandpa, we've got the whole family covered. Enjoy browsing our online store where you can take your pick from the largest selection of firearms and accessories in Eastern NC. And watch out for the unbeatable holiday sales coming soon. When you're ready, have some pumpkin spice and come see us for everything nice. Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
This is Carter Spivey, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Have you always dreamed of having your own backyard oasis? Elite Pools in Greenville can make that dream a reality. The professionals at Elite Pools are experts in fiberglass and gunite pool installation and renovation, and their goal is to deliver the highest quality at an affordable price. Visit the Elite Pools showroom in Greenville across from Agri Supply, or visit their website at elitepoolsnc.com. Transform your backyard into a destination with Elite Pools. And need cash fast? National Finance Company is here to help. For over 50 years, National Finance Company has been the small loan specialist with loans from $1,000 to $5,000 with low payments to meet your budget. We're in the business of getting you the cash you need today. Apply online for a loan at one of our convenient branch offices and get your money as fast as today. It's easy to get the cash you need. For extra cash, visit nfcmoney.com. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Chandler.
All right, welcome back in. Tuesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. I love celebrating birthdays, and especially mine, especially for about 2 or 3 weeks. It's fun. I remember my 21st birthday. That was fun. Intern Zach finally is able to drink legally. And first of all, Zach, when was your birthday officially?
It was yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yep, on the Monday.
Oh, and I wished you happy birthday.
You did, yeah.
I thought it was like a late happy birthday.
No.
Man, so
thank you, Shirley. Thank you.
I thought my 21st birthday landing on a Tuesday was brutal.
Monday.
Yours was a Monday. That's even worse. But how did you spend your birthday?
So I started off at midnight. I was like, well, nothing's open right now. My only option to get a beverage is Sheetz. So at midnight on the dot, I was like, I'll get something at Sheetz.
This is Sunday night going into Monday morning.
So at 12 a.m. on the dot, I walk into Sheetz. I go in the cooler, get me a Mike's Harder lemonade just so I can say I bought something at midnight.
Okay.
And then didn't do much throughout the day, really. Went to the soccer to watch who they were, their selection show.
I saw you there.
Yep. And then I went to the ABC store after that. I decided to make a purchase. I got me a kind of a celebratory bottle of Elijah Craig.
Nice.
Because I like whiskey. And then the Buck Sports Trivia had a vodka Red Bull, and then Zach Kaplan bought me a shot.
Did he really?
Yep. So me, Zach Kaplan, and Jarrett all did a shot together at the end there.
Man, look, Zach's a great guy. Now I feel bad I didn't buy you a drink.
No, it's all good.
I didn't even drink last night.
You're sitting there in the back the whole time.
I know, and I went from like Diet Pepsi to a water back to a Diet Pepsi. So like, I feel like I disrespected you by not drinking with you or buying you a drink last night. So I apologize, man.
No problem, man. Have a good time.
If you come out to trivia tomorrow night, I will buy you a drink.
I'll see what I can do.
And if not, then I'm not buying you a drink.
That's fine. Either way.
So it's either tomorrow night or no time. I'm buying you a drink. So, but yeah. And before we do take a break, we need to go ahead and take a break. But we do want to get intern Zach's college basketball power rankings, and I don't believe we have named this power rankings yet. We need to do that at some point.
Yeah.
But let's get an update on that after we are officially 1 week in to college basketball season. Where do we stand when it comes to the intern Zach power rankings?
So East Carolina themselves, we are at 144 out of 364, so not a bad place to sit, kind of where we are in most like net rankings. But currently, the number one team is North Florida, because mine is very heavy on strength of record, based off how you've done. Like, I don't care where you started, where you finished, what have you done? So North Florida's number 1, Memphis number 2, Auburn number 3. And that's a pretty solid top 3.
All right, there we go. There's intern Zach's power rankings, and we will get your updated power rankings next Tuesday when you join us, if you are here, which I believe you will. But so until next time, we'll find out where the Pirates are. I always get excited, even though it doesn't mean anything, but I always get excited to hear where the Pirates are in rankings, you know, and now that you got yours and you put a lot of time and effort into it. So Pirates 144, you say?
Yeah, if we beat George Mason, we're going to bump up a lot.
All right. Well,
fingers crossed.
We got to beat Mount Olive first tonight, which is 7 o'clock tip in Minges Coliseum. Then we play George Mason on Saturday. So we'll find out where the Pirates are in the intern Zach power rankings next week. But let's take a timeout and let's return and let's start hour number 3 with former ECU tight end Bryce Williams, who's in the house. He's got his water. He's ready to go. And we're going to have some fun in hour number 3, Bryce, so be ready to go. All right, and you guys stay tuned as well. We'll be right back right after this.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates! Arrgh!
The price is always right at Doug Henry of Greenville. Doug Henry of Greenville is under new management with over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Come on down and purchase the vehicle of your dreams today at Doug Henry of Greenville. Right on the corner, right on the price. Doug Henry of Greenville. Go Pirates!
Pirate football comes to Bostic Sugg Furniture this Saturday. Quarterback Caton Hauser and wide receiver Winston Wright Jr. will be on hand for autographs and pictures this Saturday from 12 to 1. Bostic Sugg will be giving the first 50 people a free autographed miniature football. The Pirates have an open Saturday this week, but you can still whet your Pirate football appetite by meeting quarterback Caton Hauser and wide receiver Winston Wright Jr. this Saturday from 12 to 1 at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs. Like passing that drug test? Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and, well, light one up. You've earned it. With weekly events like trivia, karaoke, comedy, open mic, movie night, and, of course, all your favorites: flour, merch, carts, edibles, and wellness products. Whatever you need to legally take the edge off, we've got your vibe covered. Order online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Ahoy, mateys! It's Captain Jack Spare of R&R Tire Express. We're here to serve our pirate community by offering easy payments for easy ownership. For you landlubbers, R&R will install a new set of tires for just $20. $50 installs new custom wheels and tires. To learn more about R&R, stop by 3920 US 264 or rnrtires.com.
I'm here with Jamie Lane with Carolina Hardscapes and Pools. Jamie, what's new?
For starters, we're building our new building out at 5019 Highway 43 South. We've also put together a 10-day pool package.
A 10-day pool package? What does that mean?
Well, people think pools take a long time, but with this package, we break ground and have you swimming in 10 days. Go to CarolinaHardscapesandPools.com or by calling 364-1201. You can stop by our office on Fire Tower Road. We can make your backyard dreams into a reality with landscaping, patios, fireplaces, and outdoor kitchens.
Carolina Hardscapes and Pools.
Enjoy the outdoors.
Take a hit from a 300-pound linebacker, and you better be wearing pads. Take a hit on the road, and you better have good auto coverage. When you've got North Carolina Farm Bureau Auto Insurance, you've got the best local agents ready to help you bounce back. If you don't, well, you'll probably play football without a helmet, too.
This is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning. Give me a call today, and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Are you ready and pre-approved if the home you want to purchase comes for sale today? Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of programs ranging from conventional, government, and portfolio loans. The Integrity Home Mortgage team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir offers over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with the superior customer service you deserve. Call them today at 252-714-2076. Integrity Home Mortgage, Pirates supporting Pirates. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Chandler.
All right, welcome back in Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday. Chandler Honeycutt here with you, filling in for Clip Brock. His daughter is being inducted into the National Honor Society. So congratulations to Lily Brock. So no Clip Brock, but I am here with you. And alongside to enjoy the ride with me this last hour is the one, the only Bryce Williams.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I saw the light. I was baptized by the fire in your touch and the flame in your eyes. I'm born to love again. I'm a brand new man.
What's up, Bryce?
Howdy do.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. How are y'all doing?
What do you think about the Pirates getting it done on Thursday night against Florida Atlantic?
Mateo Ball Club. It's looking good, man. We were on fire. Anthony Smith went off. Winston Wright went off. Chase Sowell had a big play. Caton, decided he had some wheels on him. That was great. I think it was exciting. Hanging 49 points is huge. We keep clocking in that amount of points. I think we'll be pretty set for the season. But it was very glad to see us go. Two game win streak. I believe we can make it 3, and then just keep chipping along as the season's winding down. But I'm excited and definitely looking forward to this week's game.
We've seen the offense be more free. It seems like taking deep shots, and it seems like Hauser is very comfortable out there, commanding this offense. And Lincoln Riley was on the sideline as your offensive coordinator. John David Baker makes the move to the sideline. How much does that play in, I guess, the free playing offense, the confidence that we're seeing from this East Carolina offense? How much does that have to do with John David Baker being on the sideline? Because, you experienced that with Lincoln Riley.
Yeah, I think that's huge. Sort of rewinding real quick back to, Caden Hauser feeling good. He's making big-time throws. It looks like he's really settling in. And, I think with Coach Baker being on the sideline, I think that kind of can give that little bit of comfort or encouragement, allow him to sort of just talk directly to the offense, to the quarterback and things like that. But I think it makes a huge deal because you have pretty much that whole that last puzzle of the offense, having the OC down there, able to direct things right there face to face, and really bring things together. And I think it's, right now it's showing. And, with the two game win streak, that's working, and the other things are working. So I think that move and what's going on is great.
Can you see this team playing for Blake Harrell, just kind of rallying around him since he's taken over as the interim head coach?
He's talking about like after the season, or just kind of?
No, I'm saying like since he's taken over, it seems like this team is rallying around Blake Harrell.
Right. It's it's
2-0 right now.
Right. I would think that's definitely something that's happening right now. I guess this change that has happened, I don't know what it's flipped a switch in, the team is a mindset, the unity, I guess you could say, that has, I guess happening. But I think with the way Coach Harrell's doing things, just little things like the whole team, going out on practice together, just little things like that, the change in atmosphere can make a big difference. Just one little thing to change players' mindsets and just feel, I don't know if it's more comfortable, and more together is something that can go a long ways. And obviously we're seeing that right now.
I'm sure we talked about this with you last week, but with it being another Thursday night game, what's it like playing on a Thursday night in front of your home crowd and getting a win in front of your home crowd on a in a primetime spot in front of on a national stage? What's it like playing in front of front of Dowdy Ficklin Stadium on a Thursday night?
It's wonderful. The Saturdays are something special, but Thursday nights, it just gives that little change in schedule, which leads to a little excitement. Then you're national TV, which is huge, and then I would think the student section, the student body allows them to have a little change from the monotonous school week, and there's game Thursday, so everybody's fired up just for that. It's a night game. Then obviously the blackout obviously makes things very fun. So. They had all the, ingredients for, an exciting night, and obviously they put it together and gave us something good.
Pirates played in front of their home crowd last Thursday. They are on the road this Thursday against the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. Bryce, what is your vibe check for East Carolina against Tulsa? A depleted Tulsa team at that. What is your vibe check for this week's game?
I think just the guys are on a high right now. The two game win streak. You've hung what? They hung what 40-some, 50-some the week prior.
Yeah, 56. I think.
So we're sitting at 100 points scored in 2 weeks. So with the way these guys are firing off, defense is. I don't think we could be in better spirits. You got a very winnable game this week. You're playing for bowl eligibility. They have all the, I think, right cards in their hands to just keep things going. And, just keep it rolling and, end on a great note.
We talked about this before, but, East Carolina in the past has gone to environments where it's loud, where it's hectic, where, the crowd noise can be effective, but they've also gone to places where there's not a lot of fans in the stands, and that could just be as effective as playing in a rowdy crowd. And I think that's what we're going to see when we travel to Tulsa this Thursday night. What do you remember about going to Tulsa? I believe you even had a touchdown against Tulsa. I was trying to find it here on YouTube. I couldn't find it, though. But what do you remember about going to Tulsa and playing in front of a very little crowd like that? And how much of an effect can that have?
So, yeah, dude, Tulsa was good. I'm definitely not Hill to boast, but I did have a 2-touchdown game. It
was 2 touchdowns. I'm trying to find it. I just can't find it.
But it's you have the excitement of the game, obviously. All the guys are juiced up. You're ready to play a game. It's a televised game. Every game's exciting. Crowds, no doubt, play a role just as a ingredient, I guess you could say, of the atmosphere. I definitely remember Tulsa. It was a night game, and it was pretty dull. It was definitely a weird feeling atmosphere. When you run out, you're just like, oh, it's, you hear crickets chirping.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy. But, the guys, they just have to, lock in and realize, what the situation is, regardless of, if there's 50,000 or 5,000. But, they're still all there to, to win the game and compete. So, it plays a role, but, I think this crowd, these guys can, definitely, look past that and, have a successful game.
Let's go back to Caden Hauser, who's been just lighting up the scoreboard at the quarterback position for East Carolina. What are you seeing differently from him since the first start that he had against Army? What are you seeing differently from him?
I think it's definitely, he's settled in. I would think that, the jitters are gone. Practicing your offensive scheme is one thing, but when you're playing, when the bullets are flying and, it's live ammo, things can be a little different, under the lights, crowds and things like that, can definitely change guys. And we've seen that, but I think he's definitely settled in from the Army start and, and it's shown. I mean, look at his statistics, look at the throws he's making. I think he's doing a great job. And, we've got, how many games left? 3, 4? 4 games left. So, I feel like he can only get, more comfortable. And, the more comfortable you get, you play loose, you play free, and you just really let your talent, take over. And, that's when you succeed the best.
We were able to talk to John David Baker yesterday, who's made his way to the sidelines, and was able to talk to him about the scheduling and coming off a big win at home against Florida Atlantic and what it needs to be, or what does it take for the Pirates to be successful this Thursday. And here's how it sounded.
Coach, you got to be obviously pleased with the outing last Thursday, so just walk us through your perspective on that game.
Yeah, I just, really proud of our players. They just continue to prepare the right way. They're just doing such a great job of going out and just executing how we want to do it. And, the things that Coach Harrell has focused on and preached the last few weeks has just been effort and energy. And I feel like trying to win all 4 phases, offense, defense, special teams, and the sideline, bringing the energy and bringing the juice. They've just done a great job with that. And obviously, trying to put our players in spots to make plays, and our guys are they're making plays right now. And it's just really, really cool to watch. And I couldn't be happier for our players. They've worked since we got here, and they're finally getting to kind of, take advantage and see this thing come to fruition.
Just watching, it seems like Caden has such a good feel for, the RPO game, making decisions off that. Just how have you seen him grow since, day one of spring in that aspect now?
Yeah, it's, we put so much on them as far as just decision-making every play, not just in the RPO game, but just, every play they're having to make about 3 or 4 decisions really quickly, and that's just him. He's just in a really good groove and rhythm right now of making the right decisions, not feeling like he's got to force anything, and just understanding, just get the ball to our guys. And if it's down the field, great. If it's not, I can check this thing down and just keep us on schedule. And he's grown from the very beginning, like you said, and it's just, that's the thing. It's not just in the RPO game, it's everything. He's just making great decisions with everything he's doing.
The word on Anthony Smith coming in was he was the top part of the route tree kind of guy only. How have you seen him develop this year? I know you guys have been working in a lot of different routes for him.
Yeah, that Anthony is, to me, he is a complete receiver. I mean, he can catch it short. You can obviously see him. He can go get a deep ball. But even more so, Anthony will get in there and mix it up. He'll go in there and block. He'll go crack a linebacker, a safety. He's just a complete player, and he's a selfless player. He's not one of those guys that, I need the ball, I need this. No, he does his job, and he's always got a dead-gum smile on his face. I told him before the game on Thursday night, I said, you want to know why I'm so confident? It's because I watched 17 jog out there. That's why I'm confident that we're going to go score. He's one of my favorite players on our team. Not only because he's a good player, he's such a good person. I love Anthony Smith. I'm glad he's on our football team.
Did y'all give him any flack for going down to one?
That is Anthony. Yeah. 100% that is Anthony. I told him in the offensive unit meeting on Friday, I said that just embodies who we are, being selfless. The running backs hadn't gotten in the end zone yet, and so I thought that was really cool by him to take it down to the half-yard line and let us get a running back a touchdown. But no, I told him next time, let's probably just stay up so we don't have to run another play down the red zone.
Going back to Caden, do you see anything different in his preparation the past couple of weeks when he's been so successful?
No, and that's why he's having success, is because when he was the backup, he prepared the same way, and he's prepared the same way the entire season, and that's why he's having success, is because he didn't have to, I'm the starter now, I need to do this differently or that differently. He was able to learn from the mistakes of Jake and learn from the good things that he did as well, and that's where I think we've gotten or had the ability to kind of skip over some growing pains that Caden may have had playing early on. He got to sit there and watch, and there's, it's just like anybody. It's just like a quarterback going to the NFL. Sometimes those guys benefit from sitting for a little bit. And I think Caden has benefited from that a bit, but he's also earned the right to play this well because of how he's prepared, not just the last 3 or 4 weeks, but all season.
Coach, a lot of guys are clicking right on the offense, especially the last 2 games. When everything is going so well, is there like another phase that can be unlocked in the offense, or is it more just trying to maintain and keep what's going on going?
No, I mean, just, we got to just keep doing what we're doing. And like I told the guys, there's a lot of what we call rat poison out there right now. And there's a lot of people out there saying how good we are and this and that. And, just trying to remind the guys, where was all this 3 or 4 weeks ago? Don't forget how hard you worked to get to this point, and don't get satisfied, because, we said it from January, we're in a race against ourselves. Nobody else. We're in a race against ourselves, see how good we can get, and we're still running that race. And that's where I'm probably just I'm most proud of our players, because they've stayed process-driven, and they didn't get caught up in the results of what happened early on in the season. And trust me, nobody wanted to roll the ball out there and go score 40 points more than me. But, when things didn't go our way, kind of middle of the season, our guys could have dropped their head and thought that this or that. They just kept working, and they stayed true to the process, kept working their tails off. And like I said earlier, now they're starting to get to kind of see the bearing of that fruit.
Coach, the sequence right before the end of the first half, Blake calls a timeout, gets the ball back to your offense. Like, what message does that send to your guys? They believe you can go score again.
Just ultimate trust. Obviously, that's a huge deal. When they see that, they're licking their chops, because they know they get another chance to go try and score. And there's also just been an emphasis put on, those kind of middle 8 that everybody talks about and how important it is, and it is. And that's one area, the last 2 games have played out the way they have because of, our success in those 8 minutes right before the half and the start of the second half. But it just sends a message of confidence that we can, we got full faith in our players to go make plays, not put the ball in jeopardy, and a chance to go try and get another score on the board.
So I know JC got the touchdown, but it looked like JD was pretty open too.
There's been a lot of discussion about that. I'm gonna leave you up next time you guys talk to Caden about why he didn't throw it to Lampley. And trust me, it's been 4 days since then, and I still haven't heard the end of it from Lamp. So I told him he got a little too much depth. We always tell him width over depth on that, get wide. And so that's my cop out is you got too deep, man. He didn't like it, so he moved on.
That's been a pretty successful package overall for you guys, just punching it in, and just how happy have you been with that?
Really, really happy. It's such a weapon for us because there's multiple things we can do out of it, and really it's a pain, I think, for opposing defenses because they got to prepare for it. They spend all week getting ready for an 11 personnel tempo team, and all of a sudden you look up and they're in a jumbo package with 2 D linemen and a couple tight ends. Like that's an issue, and you got to spend time preparing for that. And so it's a huge weapon, and I'm thankful we got some really good personnel to run it because you're right, we have been very successful with it. Hopefully it continues.
And what do you see out of Tulsa on film?
They're a streaky team, but they're one that scares you because if you watch that UTSA team or that UTSA game, the first thing that you'll realize is these dudes aren't going to quit, and they've got a really, really good coaching staff. Know several of those guys on that staff, and so I know this: they're going to be ready to play. And obviously they're coming off a bye week, so they've had plenty of time to prepare for us, and none of that matters. In the grand scheme of things, it's about us taking care of us and doing our jobs. But I think they're really physical. I mean, if you look at just their run stats across the board, they do a really good job stopping the run game, which I think has led to some of the passing yards they've given up. But for us, we want to be balanced. So we want to run the ball, but they make it hard on you. They do a really good job. Their front sevens, they're big, physical. They will come downhill. So we got to be ready to play because it's going to be a fight, and they're going to be ready to play because last time they went out, it didn't go how they wanted, and so they got a bad taste in their mouth. And so we're going to be in for it on Thursday. We got to go execute and play at a high level to win.
All right, there's John David Baker, offensive coordinator for the Pirates, as they gear up for ECU versus Tulsa. Can the Pirates become bowl eligible? We will find out Thursday night. We'll get you started on the Bud Light pregame tailgate at 3:30, and then after the game, it's going to be a late one. The U.S. Cellular 5th quarter call-in show coming your way Thursday night. So hopefully we will be talking about a bowl-eligible East Carolina football team. All right, let's take a timeout. When we return, we have a Pirate Radio unboxing to do. We are actually about to open up the treasure chest coming up in December, Bryce.
Oh, yeah.
And you're going to be opening up this box, and we're going to find out what's in the box when we return right after this.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. The Brown & Wood service specials include a tire price match guarantee, a $199 AC Delco front brake pad installation special. We also have a brake rotor rebate of $40 and a synthetic oil change on most vehicles for $89.95. Don't forget, free pickup and drop-off at Brown & Wood. 89 years in business, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, this is State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer right here in Greenville. We can switch your auto and home insurance so you can start saving today. My team and I are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Timothy Sawyer State Farm, it's easy to switch and save. Just give us a call, 493-0002. Like a good neighbor, neighbor, State Farm is there.
Overtime's Tavern is officially open in downtown Greenville. Whether you're craving a cold drink, hot meal, or just a place to unwind with friends in a laid-back atmosphere, we've got you covered. Join us daily from 11 a.m. to midnight every day, or stick around for our late-night hours on the weekends. Follow Overtime Tavern on Facebook or Instagram for daily specials and events, including live music. OT's is right across from the Sheets on Charles Boulevard in downtown Greenville. Overtime's Tavern, where every hour feels like overtime.
At United Bank, banking means more than financial solutions. It means rallying around the causes that are important to our customers, employees, and communities. While we have grown in size and presence, we have never forgotten our roots. By giving back to our local communities and funding business development, we help fuel economic growth. Our success is your success, because to us, this is home. Go Pirates! Bankwithunited.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Pirate football is back, and the only way to dress for game day is to visit UBE or pirateware.com. UBE has all your game day apparel, such as polos, tees, hats, and jerseys. UBE also has all the merchandise to keep your tailgate undefeated. Pirate flags, decals, face tattoos, and more. And for your little pirates, visit our Crow's Nest with Pirate Nation's largest selection of youth apparel. UBE has special hours on Sunday after home games, open from noon till 5. And you can visit pirateware.com anytime. UBE, where every day is game day.
This is Holt Nailers for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to ansonbelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30 plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. ansonbelt.com, over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holt Nailor Show.
Greenville's hometown pizzeria is Cucinella's. Cucinella's has 2 locations with great options for lunch, dinner, takeout, and they now offer catering. Dine in for lunch with a slice, salad, and a drink with a friend, or stop by after work and grab a beer or glass of wine while you wait for your to-go order. The best pizza, grinders, salads, and homemade Italian ice is at Cucinella's. Cucinella's Midtown across from Best Buy, downtown across from Sup Dogs, and on Facebook and Instagram. Cucinella's, serving handcrafted pizza since 1932. Come taste the difference.
Pirate Radio.
I'll give you Blackbeard's honest opinion. You ask me, can this new captain promise you a life of prizes, plunder, and adventure? Aye.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The technicians at New Blue stand ready to face any challenge that time or the elements may throw at your home. And your home deserves the best, and New Blue is ready to help with any electrical, plumbing, and HVAC needs. New Blue also now specializes in crawl space moisture control and encapsulations, along with septic system repairs and installations. Contact them today at callnublue.com. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here's Chandler.
Me and Bryce reliving the glory days. Man, this bring back memories, man.
Dude.
Especially that 2014 season.
Oh, yeah. That was so fun.
Bryce goes, and you've had great wins here.
Oh,
You've had plenty of wins against ACC teams. You beat Virginia Tech twice.
Carolina twice.
State. But that's the South Carolina game that they just showed where Pirates hang tight in it, and Mike Davis runs the ball for about 13, 14 minutes.
Yeah.
And South Carolina escapes the upset by 10, 33-23. And Bryce goes, I never beat an SEC team. That would have been nice. And you were close to doing that against South Carolina.
Oh, yeah, a handful of times. God, it just, like I said, I wouldn't change, really our wins against ACC and anything like that. But dadgummit, to beat an SEC team at home, at their place or just at home in general or whenever would have just been like the little little extra cherry on the top. I could put I think I definitely have a cherry on the top for the career we had during my time there. But an SEC team would have just been a little sweeter.
All right, let's take a break from memory lane and let's make some more memories. Oh, do you got your knife on you, Bryce?
Boy, I always got a blade on me.
All right, because this is always fun to do.
Can I go down? I ain't gonna.
I don't know, dude. I don't know what's in the box, but
well,
what's in the box?
What's in the box? Pirate Radio. What you got there?
We got camo up in this joint.
A Pirate Radio unboxing. Let's see what he's got in the box.
Look at there.
Let's see.
Oh, I can't scale back too much. What we got?
Oh, baby.
Oh, now that's a nice rig.
Show it off there, Zach. What you got? Show it off to the camera.
We got Camo Pirate Radio, new gear.
That has got Bryce Williams written all over it.
Wait, is this mine?
No, it's mine. Thank you for unboxing it for me. No, it is yours, buddy.
Oh, daggum.
What a awesome gift.
That ain't cool, and it's old school camo.
Now we're going to get comments on Facebook and YouTube of where you can find this sweatshirt. I believe it's a one of one.
Uh-oh.
And it belongs to Bryce Williams.
Well, dang, I greatly appreciate that.
Wow. What a gift.
I'll have to take a picture with a dead deer or something dead.
Yeah, man.
No, animal-wise.
I did not know what was in the box. That is pretty cool.
Thank y'all. Pirate Radio, that is cool as
the
crap.
Camo, what's the orange you call this?
That's Blaze Orange.
Blaze Orange.
But I tell you what, she's going to be in the woods with me.
All right. Well,
thank you so much. That's awesome.
A Pirate Radio unboxing. Opening up the box, and we will be opening up the treasure chest coming up in December. Oh, so you got a gift today, and there'll be people coming up in December that will be able to get a gift out of the treasure chest, which is coming up pretty soon. So,
well, I'm tickled.
What do you think about that, man? That's pretty cool.
I'm tickled to death. That is super cool. Thank y'all so much.
All right. Well, please. Cool. Maybe that will bring some good luck to you.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll kill a big old deer.
I tell you,
big old buck. And if you do, even if you don't kill it in the sweatshirt, put the sweatshirt on.
I'll probably be wearing that. That old school camo, Blaze Orange. We're good there. She'll be in the woods or the water with me, that's for sure.
All right, we've been talking about ECU football, as we should, because they've been successful. 2 straight wins. Win last Thursday and looking for 3 straight wins, back-to-back Thursday wins, and bowl eligibility. Mm-hmm. And it's great when ECU football is successful. It's even better when ECU soccer is successful.
Yeah.
Bryce, did you see that they won the American Athletic Conference Championship down in Florida?
I did. That's huge. I think y'all posted it. So thank goodness to Pirate Radio and y'all's media and reporting. But that's great. I mean, with soccer winning the conference championship, that's huge. Great representation to university. Just shows what we got building here. And all the support that we get, through Pirate Nation. So that's super awesome. And then, look, ECU's are on the roll too. So the football that is. And I think we got good things to come.
We were able to go to the selection show yesterday, which is always fun. We usually go for ECU baseball. We've gone a couple of times for one time for ECU women's basketball, and we were able to go yesterday for ECU women's soccer. And we actually just talked about this. East Carolina at South Carolina back in 2014. The Pirates weren't able to get it done. Can ECU soccer go to Columbia and get it done against the Gamecocks? Because that's where they're going.
Oh.
They're going to South Carolina on Friday and hopefully knocking off the Gamecocks. Mm-hmm. We were able to talk to Gary Higgins, the head coach, and Annabeth Abbott. And let's hear that conversation right now.
You knew you were going to hear your name today, but when you actually saw it in person, what was that moment like for you and the whole team?
Yeah, a very special moment, obviously. It's something that you work extremely hard towards, and this group of girls have just worked very, very hard since the first day of pre-season, even before in the off-season when our season finished last year. We were just so determined to have a good season this year, and they've done it. So it was a special feeling. It's what you want to do as a college soccer player. You want to hear your name at this point of the year, and it was a special feeling that I'm sure they all enjoyed.
What's it like seeing your girls be able to celebrate today after a long season, a lot of success?
It's why I do this. It's what it's all about, in my opinion. I was a player myself, and I was lucky enough to play in the NCAA tournament and then coach in it, and it's the pinnacle of our sport, and just trying to pay it forward for these young women, and I'm so thankful that they're getting to play in the NCAA tournament and showcase their abilities as a team on the national stage.
Coach, this is the first time in program history to have this feat, to be in the big dance. How does it feel knowing that you're the first and to get this for the school?
Yeah, the last 3 years that we've been together, we've actually done a lot of program firsts, and again, in my opinion, that's what it's all about, is you're trying to create history. You're trying to create your own legacy as a player, and the girls have kind of just kept ticking these things off as we go, and we've made progress every year. And like I mentioned, the ultimate goal is to play in the NCAA tournament. So I'm just so happy for the senior class that on their last opportunity, they're getting to play in the NCAA tournament. And I can assure you, we're not going there just to take part. We're going to go there and try and do some business.
You're heading to Columbia. What was your reaction like when you saw that, and what do you know about the Gamecocks?
We played them my first year here in 2022. They beat us 2-0. They're a very athletic, organised team. They've got a coaching staff that are extremely experienced, and they've got obviously fantastic players that are top-end SEC teams. So we know whoever we got was going to be a really good test, because it's the best teams in the country at this point. So. But I guess it's some sort of Carolina rivalry, North Carolina against South Carolina, and we're ready to put ECU on the national stage and hopefully put in a good performance.
Coach, you've had a little time to digest that crazy run, especially the championship game. What does it say about Annabelle to step up in that moment, score not just a big goal, but her first goal of the season in that spot?
Yeah, not a bad time to get your first goal of the season, and it's probably the most important goal in program history, not just this season. But AB's been tremendous since I've been here. She's worked extremely hard. She's improved each year. She's obviously a very talented player. She actually played a little bit more offensive when I first got here, and then the last 2 seasons she's been a little bit of an unsung hero and had to roll her sleeves up and do the defensive job a little bit more. So she stayed patient, she stayed humble, she stayed hungry, and I was just so happy to see her get that goal in their senior season. Just a special moment.
You're obviously excited for the whole team, all the girls on the team, but what about these seniors to be able to do this?
I could be here all night talking about them. They just mean so much to me. Obviously, when you take over a program a couple of years ago, you're looking, hopefully not having to shake the boat too much, and I didn't really have to do that from a culture standpoint, because these kids are amazing people. We just changed a few things from a confidence standpoint, and obviously tactically set them up a little bit differently, and then built those relationships as we went. And like I mentioned, they're amazing people, and I would do anything for those kids, and I just want to prolong this season as much as possible so they get more soccer together, because it's a special group, arguably the best senior class in ECU soccer history.
Coach, going into the season, did you have any idea that you were, obviously it's hard to know that you'll make the tournament, but did you feel like, hey, we've got some chemistry here, there's something special about this squad?
I did. I felt, I was obviously hopeful at the start of the season, and then we came in really fit in pre-season. But as every college soccer season, there's ups and downs, and there's sometimes that you're going through a bit of a lull, and then you've got more confidence as you go. And it was kind of halfway through the season when we had 2 losses in a row, and then we rebounded and kind of found some form. At that moment, I was like, all right, we've got some good experience. They're handling, we're not getting too high, we're not getting too low, and when you have that consistency, you can go on runs like we have done. So I kind of felt something special brewing as we got into October.
Coach, Columbia is only 4 hours away from here. What kind of support are you expecting out of Pirate Nation, and what has it meant to you this year?
It means so much. It was part of the reason I came here, to be honest. East Carolina has got such a passionate fan base, and obviously we've created the Scallywags, which we're really proud of, and they've made a difference in our home games, and they've even travelled to some away games. So hopefully Pirate Nation can make it down there and cheer us on, and hopefully we can create a little bit more history together. And we've been really good on the road this year, and hopefully Pirate Nation can come and support us, and we can make it another special night.
Does coming in as kind of the underdog and lower seed in this type of game free you guys up to play a little more aggressive and just kind of with a chip on your shoulder?
Yeah, again, that was part of the reason I came to ECU, is because we have a chip on our shoulder and we're trying to prove people wrong all the time, and We love that. We embrace that, and we're just ready to prove people wrong and get after it and do the best that we can.
Congratulations, Coach. Let's start with, obviously, we've all seen the goal on TV a million times. On that play, can you just walk us through what you saw from start to finish?
Well, I saw Lindsay. She had an amazing cross into the box, so I got myself in a position to try to keep it in that area. And then I saw my teammate Kylie, my best friend. She was shielding it, and it popped right in front of me, and I just shot the ball, and then it went in.
What was going through your mind when it did go into the goal?
Well, I was in disbelief. I was shocked. It was an amazing feeling. I just couldn't believe that my teammates were about to have this celebration together, and I was looking forward to just being with everyone in that moment and everyone celebrating and jumping around, and it was just a really happy time.
Did it cross your mind at all? Obviously not your first collegiate goal, but of the season, first goal of the season. Did that cross your mind at all? What was going through your head about that?
Yes, it did cross my mind, but I was just excited to be able to get my goal, and then that was that.
Talk about this team. You ladies are seem to be very, very close. It looks like when I've been there watching the matches, you guys are having a lot of fun. Can you talk about that, the camaraderie?
Yes, my team, we're very close. We hang out off the field, and it makes our connections on the field super strong. So whenever we're on away trips, it feels like we're at home anyways because we're together all the time, and it's just super fun being with everyone in general. So it's just, we all have a good relationship.
What's it like seeing your team's name pop up on TV and being able to celebrate with your teammates?
It was a crazy feeling. My heart was racing. We didn't know when it was going to pop up, and once we saw it, it was just a great feeling, and it really made it come to life and be real, and it was just amazing.
How do you feel about the matchup against South Carolina?
I feel good. We have been preparing for this moment all this time, and we know we're coming into this tournament. We know we're going to prepare for any team that was going to be up on that screen, so we feel good.
I know. Sorry,
talk about Coach Higgins. How he just seems like to be so much fun. Obviously, with the ladies, you all are very close, but it looks like that you'll have a lot of respect for him. That you'll run for the cliche, you run for a brick wall for him.
Yes, he talks about being brave. That's one of our team mottos, and I think me and all of my teammates, we really buy into that saying, and we just work super hard for him and for each other, and that just makes things happen.
I'm sure you've heard the history, Tom, how this is the first time the program itself has gone to this tournament. What does that mean to you guys, not only to hear this group is going, but for the first time the Pirates are going to the NCAA tournament?
It's a crazy feeling. I came back for my 5th year hoping to make this happen for myself and my teammates, and it's just unbelievable. It's a great feeling, and everyone is just super happy. I'm very proud to represent the Pirate Nation and all the ladies who played ECU soccer before. I hope we make them happy and proud, and it's just a great time.
What was the celebration like on the flight back? How fun was that?
There was nonstop music playing. As soon as we got on the bus, everyone was bumping their music, and everyone was celebrating, taking pictures, and we got on the plane. It was really nice, and no one slept on the plane. Everyone was talking and chattering, so it was good.
All right, there is your American Athletic Conference champion soccer head coach, Gary Higgins, and Annabeth Abbott, who I believe was the... Annabelle Abbott, sorry. I keep getting the name wrong, my bad. She was the hero, right, in the game? She was the one that had the game-winning goal.
Yeah, she kicked in she had the golden goal, and that was her first goal of the season.
Wow. And it was the most important goal of the season, too, as the Pirates knock off Memphis to win the championship, and now they will play the Gamecocks of South Carolina in the first round of the NCAA tournament. All right, let's take a timeout. When we return, we will talk to Alex Harper, and that's because he will give us the Fleet Feet Rundown read. We have to do our Fleet Feet Rundown. We will have our Pirate Radio Outdoor segment brought to you by Stroud Marine and more, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back right after this.
I'm Sam Jones, and as a fourth-generation barbecue man, family is everything. Let our take-a-bake meal be a part of your family's holiday family tradition this year, with whole smoked turkey breast, mac and cheese, baked beans, green bean casserole, muffins, barbecue sauce, and of course, pecan pie. Go to samjonesbarbecue.com to reserve yours today. Great barbecue and family always makes for long-lasting family traditions.
Where do you find the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in Eastern North Carolina? It's DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com is a combination of 4 dealerships in Eastern North Carolina with a fully stocked inventory of over 200 SUVs, trucks, and cars. If you're looking to upgrade your vehicle or purchase for a new driver in the house, get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com, supporting the Pirates for over 47 years.
Are you ready for football? Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is your complete source for recreation and marine sales and service. With a full selection of ATVs, side-by-sides, motorcycles, slingshots, watercraft, pontoons, and boats, Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is sure to have what you're looking for in everyday adventure. With 5 locations in North Carolina, Rocky Mount, Lake Gaston, New Bern, Elizabeth City, and of course, Greenville. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram or online at BigRockPowersports.com. Big Rock Power Sports and Marine. Choose your adventure.
Hey Pirate Nation, be sure to have the best and comfortable shoes with a stop at Fleet Feet. This is ECU alum Chris Lunyon, owner of Fleet Feet of Greenville, and we provide solutions through one-on-one service to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come visit us at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, we run for you.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier American-styled restaurant and bar, and there's always something special happening at the Rick House. Join us for lunch. It's our 2 for $20 lunch special during the week, and it's the perfect spot for that lunch business meeting. The Rick House celebrates the last Thursday of every month with a special wine tasting, and our buffet brunch is to die for. Follow the Rick House on Facebook for the latest schedule. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road beside the bowling alley in Greenville. The Rick House.
Take a hit from a 300-pound linebacker, and you better be wearing pads. Take a hit on the road, and you better have good auto coverage. When you've got North Carolina Farm Bureau Auto Insurance, you've got the best local agents ready to help you bounce back. If you don't, well, you'll probably play football without a helmet, too.
This is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning. Give me a call today, and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates.
You've had your new computer a few years now, but lately it's been running super slow, acting strange, and you're worried about viruses and losing data.
This is driving me mad!
Let the experts at University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern professionally diagnose your Mac or PC to see what's really going on. They'll determine the root cause and not just symptoms, so you don't waste money fixing the wrong issues. Call 252-558-1280 for in-store or remote service, or make an appointment online at universitypccare.com.
It's Tuesday, so you know what that means. It's Thirsty Tuesday at Wings Over Greenville. Get your first 20-ounce drink today for only $1. Be aware the discount auto applies at checkout, and the limit is 1 per customer every Thirsty Tuesday. As always, Wings Over will deliver right to you. With no third party needed, Wings Over Greenville has its own in-house delivery service. Wings Over is open for lunch every day and is open until 3 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. Give them a call at 758-9464. Wings Over Greenville, they deliver.
This is John David Baker, offense coordinator for the ECU Pirates, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in Eastern North Carolina. They have something to do every single day of the week. They're open from noon until 2 a.m. Coming up on Tuesday night, it's Shag Night. Wednesday, you can expect acoustic performances. On Thursday, it's Singo. And then, of course, live music on Friday and Saturday nights with the ladies getting in free all weekend long. And then Sunday Fun Day. Every Sunday, you can kick off the day with the largest 4K screen in Greenville, along with 18 TVs, so you don't miss a game. Weekly jersey giveaways that start at 5 o'clock, so you can score every Sunday at the Buck. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here's Chandler.
All right, welcome back in Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday here with you. Bryce Williams also here. Zach had to head out, so that means Delaney is on video production. So cross your fingers. Let's hope that we end the show on a good note. I'm just kidding. She's going to do just fine. But we're in the good hands of Shirley Rhodes. That's all that matters. So, Alex Harper, we need to hear from you. Let's hear from our friends at Fleet Feet. Thanks to Alex Harper.
Hey, Pirate Nation. Be sure you have the best and most comfortable shoes this tailgate season with a stop at Fleet Feet. Locally owned and operated by ECU alum Chris Lunyon. Fleet Feet of Greenville provides solutions through one-on-one services to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Go see them at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet. They run for you.
All right, fall fishing season is here, and at Stroud Marine, they are stocked up with over 20,000 pre-owned parts. They got everything you need from propellers, lower units, trim units, electrical and fuel parts, and just about anything else you need for an outboard. Speaking of outboards, they will buy your old ones, and as always, their mission is to save you money and get you back out on the water as quickly as possible. Visit StroudsMarine.com today for more information. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts. And that means, and you hear the music, you hear that live read from our friends at Stroud's Marine, that it's time for Pirate Radio Outdoors. Bryce, what you been up to, man?
Well, I have been fortunate enough yet again. It's 2 weekends in a row to be in the woods and on the water. Friday went trout fishing. Was not as a good day as far as catching as it was in the past, but can never complain about being on the water and catching some fish. So I was able to catch some speckled trout. Unfortunately, none were keepers. Caught some flounder, but everybody knows the rules on that. You can't keep them. So, but it was still a wonderful day on the water, run the boat, and then was able to slip out in the woods on Sunday afternoon to hopefully see some deer. But unfortunately, it did not go as planned. But hopefully with the rut, hopefully soon kicking off heavy, some of these shooter bucks I got on camera will make a mistake and slip out during daylight hours. So woods in the water, and hopefully I can keep that streak continue. I'll see how long Anna will let me go fishing and hunting all in the same weekend. But so far I've been pretty lucky and enjoying it.
All right, there is Pirate Radio Outdoors. Thank you to our friends at Stroud's Marine, specifically Caleb Stroud, who is also a friend of yours, Bryce, and you get a lot of your stuff from Caleb over there, right?
Oh yeah, most definitely. He's helped me out numerous times, and then I'll just go by and see him just to catch up and talk with him. So Caleb's a good buddy of mine, and he's helped me out a lot on my personal boats, on project boats, from buying full motors to getting small little internal anodes. So he's got literally everything you could need to fix your boats. Don't waste your time shopping online unless you're going onto eBay and finding his stuff, or just drive down to his warehouse right here in Greenville, and he'll have the part for you. So super helpful. Guys are great. He's great. Great pricing, and can save you a lot of time and money.
All right, let's take a time out and let's wrap up the show. When we return, we will see what it is on National Day, what national days are today. And that's how we will wrap up the show and say goodbye to you and get you ready for a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Don't go anywhere. We wrap up the show when we return. We'll be right back right after this.
Hey Pirate fans, this Wednesday, November 13th, down on Main Street is hosting the ECU Baseball Pirates from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Stop by for autographed pictures and, of course, dinner and drinks. Down on Main Street has a brand new baseball t-shirt for sale right now, just in time for this fun night. Get yours today and plan to be at Down on Main Street this Wednesday, November 13th, to meet the ECU Baseball Pirates from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington, Pirates supporting Pirates. Pest Tech wants to thank Pirate Nation for voting them the #1 pest control company in Eastern North Carolina. Pest Tech is a full-service pest control company offering a complete range of indoor and outdoor pest management and extermination services. Your experience is the Pest Tech guarantee, with a promise to deliver you results while keeping you, your family, and the environment safe. Call the best of the best to get rid of your pests. 353-4760. Pest Tech, the official pest control company of Pirate Radio.
IMAX is here with mind-blowing images and earth-shattering sound. Come experience the first IMAX theater in Eastern North Carolina, only at Golden Ticket Cinemas in Greenville. Crystal clear IMAX laser projection and precision sound come together to provide the ultimate movie experience. And as always, Golden Ticket Cinemas has unlimited popcorn and the best selection of concessions around. Book your tickets at gtcinemas.com and come experience the best in cinematic quality. IMAX, only at Golden Ticket Cinemas.
Okay, you have got to come to the Loose Goose. I mean, right now, come to the Loose Goose, 241 Four Lines Road, Winterville, North Carolina. We are a part of Advanced Moving and Storage. All the cool things that we buy, find, oh my word, you won't believe it. We've got everything from furniture to every kind of household thing that you need except appliances. The Loose Goose. We're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, and on Saturdays, 10 till 5. You're going to be so glad you did.
Hunting season is officially open, and a great way to enjoy that postseason hunt celebration is with a Busch Light. As cold and smooth as the mountain stream, Busch Light is that perfect sip after a day spent in the great outdoors. Grab a case today. Celebrate the hunt with Busch Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Busch Light, please drink responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Busch Light, St. Louis, Missouri.
I'm Caleb Stroud, the founder of Stroud's Marine. I grew up on the water and I've loved boating my entire life. In 2012, I decided to give back to the marine community by creating a way for boaters to order pre-owned salvage marine parts online. Stroud's Marine was born to offer incredible prices and unparalleled customer service. We stand behind every part we sell, and our mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Visit StroudsMarine.com today for more information. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvage outboard parts.
It's bow time. It's not just football season. It's tailgate season, and that includes every kind of football, whether it's got goalkeepers or goalposts. The kick is good! Because it doesn't matter where or how you tailgate. When you've got crispy chicken and fluffy buttermilk biscuits from Bojangles, your tailgate is better than great. It's legendary. Head to Bojangles and order your tailgate box with boldly seasoned chicken, fixins, biscuits, and legendary iced tea today. It's bow time. It's bow time. Some classics never go out of style, like fresh egg, American cheese, and hickory smoked bacon on a made-from-scratch biscuit. But why stop there? Pair it with crispy bow rounds and a hot coffee or medium drink. Your morning deserves a breakfast that has it all. From the fluffy egg and crispy bacon to the melted cheese and, of course, a legendary Bojangles biscuit. That's the ultimate breakfast combo. Order in the app or at Bojangles. It's bow time.
You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. It was a down day for the stock market today. The Dow fell 382 points and closed out at 43,910. The NASDAQ was down 17 points at 19,281. And the S&P was also down 17 points at 5,983. That's your Wells Fargo Advisors Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Chandler.
All right. National Day update to wrap up the show. National French Dip Day. Love a good French dip.
Nice and warm.
Nice and warm and good for the soul. Speaking of the soul, National Chicken Soup for the Soul Day. I read earlier that it's because they put your arms around the... I'll read it right quick. A little chicken soup does a lot of good. It's warm and hearty. As we cup our hands around the bowl, the heat radiates into our bodies. The steam hits our face with a comforting aroma, similar to what chicken soup does for our bodies. The regular nurturing of our souls benefits our health. Whether you pick up a book, meditate, or go for a long walk, reflect on who you are and your achievements. Chicken soup for the soul day. And then last but not least, it is National Pizza with the Works, except Anchovies Day.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that because I don't like anything fish. I don't like anything fishy. So National Pizza with the Works, except Anchovies Day. It's like you asked earlier. Who comes up with this stuff?
Right. Like how many?
And how much is this really true?
Right.
Like, is this just a website that posts random stuff? Like, I should take a picture of this and then come back next year on this day, November 12th, and see if it's the same stuff. And I guarantee you it probably won't be.
Yeah.
Or maybe it will be. I don't know. But I'll tell you what's going to be the same stuff. Pirate Radio Live coming up tomorrow, 3 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
Bryce, thank you for being here with us today and every Tuesday.
Yes, sir.
Shirley Rhodes, thank you, ma'am. Intern Delaney. The studio hasn't burned down, so that is a plus. And all of you listening, tuned in on Facebook and YouTube Live, or on our airwaves on 92.7 FM here in Greenville, or 104.1 in Washington. As always, we appreciate you. And as always, Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDL.